back of a manor house in Botford. You'd set the dwarf friends free, but they had told you that their captain was still missing, um, and had been missing for a few days. You just because it's easier for me to check the notes that Sam shared with us, so I don't share something that I'm not supposed to have shared. Um, make sure I know what I told you guys.
Everything you've got written down, you told us.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Yeah, so you had Captain Lyons was missing but had been missing for a few days. Um the dwarves were supposedly being captured for some kind of ritual, something to do with anchors, and they were attempting to bring through a demon um, that you'd heard of, which you found out a while ago, a couple of sessions back. A archdemon known as Poitiel, or the Everlasting Hunger, and you had trekked your way into the town and managed to find what looked to be the three most in one piece sections of the town. Decided to go to the big manor house in the north of the town. Um, Most of it was a bit destroyed, but you made your way through, fought some cultists, found some strangely familiar looking creatures in the back garden, which looked very similar to the creatures that you discovered in the crypt underneath Craghammer Quarry. Um, and then you had dispatched of those and the warlock creature that was with them, the humanoid kind of person.
Warlock.
Um, did manage to reduce it to uh, just unconscious, and then you smashed up the obelisk that was there, which erupted into an explosion, killed Aaron, and certainly killed the warlock. Aaron was easily brought back to life with a bit of healing magic,
You never said it killed the thingy.
Yeah.
well, yeah. You left the unconscious body of, aka the body on 0 hit points of the warlock, was next to the obelisk, and then you guys cracked it with a load of hits, and it blew up.
We did check his body as well.
Yeah, you did
Sorry.
check. He is dead. I also believe Gilbert looted the body. I think, if I'm remembering right, got
No remorse.
a holy symbol of some kind from it. I think.
He did, yeah.
Um.
Amulet on a black chain.
Oh. Glad you've got that on the note, 'cause I don't. Um, oh, there we go. Yeah, sorry, it's on the other tab, isn't it? I didn't realise there was a tab. How exciting! There's a loot tab on your notes. It's incredible. But yeah, you guys were in the middle of a debate, I suppose, of whether of needing to rest but not knowing where to go to rest. So we kind of dropped straight back in at that point. Having 2 weeks to think about it, I'm sure you've all come to a conclusion of what you're going to do. But yeah.
Wait, so who's not playing?
So Cody's not playing.
Right, okay.
So like, same as in Sam's game, he'll be around if there is a job you specifically want him to do that doesn't sound like you guys are sending him into impending danger, then he can be asked to do it, or his character supposedly can be asked to do it. But he won't take part in combat, and won't be put into anything that doesn't affect the entire party, basically.
Right.
Just because it's a bit unfair for me to throw him into combat and have you guys control him if you guys then get him killed or whatever.
Lol.
Lol.
I've tried
Would
previously.
would be a giggle, but you know. yeah, he will just kind of nod along and agree with anything you guys choose to do for the time being.
Wait, what's Cody's character's name again?
Sean.
Muscles.
Sean, will you go Muscles or Sean? Will you go running into the ocean, just randomly?
Just gives
Does
you
he
a
agree
weird
to
look.
that?
Just gives you a weird look.
Oh, if people need a rest, we need to move right now to somewhere a bit more safe than right in front of.
Yeah, you guys would recall a very bright purple light flashing out from this obelisk as you destroyed it,
And we already
along
took
with the
all the mines,
explosion.
right?
You've gone around and looted. Yeah, I think.
Is this as much of the house as we've looked at?
I think there was a fair few of the rooms.
There was one door to
There was
the
a
east we
doorway
didn't go
that you
through.
didn't check out. Yeah. Knowing the scale of the house, like even just off the ground floor, you would know that there's a large portion of it you hadn't looked at, like specifically looked in.
If I recall, is there any buildings that look abandoned that we could hide in that we walked past to get here?
Oh, a fair few, yeah. Like the entire town, for the most part, is abandoned. A lot of the buildings are in like a state of disrepair where they're not in great condition, but most of them are like serviceable still. Like you still be able to go inside half of them.
I don't know how bad people are. I'm fine to continue, but where people want to rest, should we go and, while we decide what we're doing, go and wait in one of these abandoned buildings?
I'm fine with resting, but I certainly don't want to rest here.
Yeah, that's what
I don't mind where we rest.
Find somewhere that we can at least have a better conversation than stood in the place where we just killed a warlock.
Yeah, where would you like to go then? What would you like to do? You just gonna
The other,
roll fight or anything, or find a building that I thought looked decent for a vantage point, and no one would find us. And
yeah, you would have been able to, like, you guys ran a lot across a few rooftops and stuff on your way out here. So you would know, like, that there's plenty of side alleys and all kinds of things where you could get into housing that's certainly not on, like, the main street by any means. Are you guys just, like, heading straight back out the way you came in this building?
well, my other sort of question to the group was, like, what's our intentions? Are we staying in Botford, or are we making out now?
are you going to rescue the dwarf captain?
Ah, yeah, we've still got the captain fine, haven't we?
That's the only business we've got left.
I am desperate for a short rest. That's all I will say.
Is it health while people are low on?
I'm low on everything. Monks are a short rest class, so I get, like, if I have a short rest, I'll basically be back to 100%. And if I don't, then I'm basically useless. Which is, it's like fine. It's just like that's kind of how the monk works. Because the key points come back on a short rest. But also, I'm also half dead, more than half dead. No, slightly less than half dead actually.
Buy like healing potions while we're in the area.
I'm not sure there's a lot of shops that look open right now.
Oh, when we were in our dwarf home base.
I do believe a few of you bought some healing potions.
I do, but I'd rather not use them just for money
yeah.
reasons.
What do you mean, when you get given 1,000 gold to do this?
1,000 gold.
That's true.
Good money.
The thing for me is if I take them, I'm still useless in combat. Well, not useless, but like pretty useless. Hence why I'd like to rest. It's only an hour. After any training session, after any combat session, my master always taught me to rest and recuperate. I'd like a cheese sandwich.
I mean, yeah, rest or no rest, we shouldn't be sticking around here.
I don't disagree with that. I mean, actually, Script kind of just wants to like plonk himself in the corner and have a rest. However, if you say that's a bad idea, he is more likely to. Yeah, he's going to agree. but that's what he wants to do.
Um,
In fact, I walk over to here, just like lean my back against the wall, slide down the wall and just go, oh, I'm pooped, and I'm going to start having a short rest until people tell me we're going anywhere somewhere else, and I'll just follow you.
Could I quickly go and like grab something to eat?
Yes.
you took. Oh, you. I'm sorry. I don't know if you were in character or not. I was really confused.
Oh, no, I wasn't being in character there.
That seems
okay.
fair, I suppose. Yes.
Yeah, I suggest we check the rest of this building quick, see if there is anything that might point towards wherever this the captain might be, and then we get out of here.
I almost replied to Cormac then that I have like that Squitch offers him like a sandwich out of his pack.
Brought a little packed lunch with him.
Can I stealthily walk this way?
Yeah, make a stealth check.
Oh, it's Mr. Gilbert gone.
Yeah, you've
I
gone for,
around, so I've gone to have a look around.
gone for a wander, clearly. Yeah, I mean, you definitely see him walk off, Rannon.
Yeah, I'll follow.
His room in its entirety, Gilbert, is just rubble. So.
I shove the rest of my sandwich in and say, well, wait guys, where are you going? And I'm going to follow you as well. And I think at this point we should probably... Oh, no, don't worry.
We will assume Aaron comes with you as well.
Is that you doing it, Jake?
Yeah.
I was going to say we should probably wait at this point for Aaron, but...
Yeah, so Gilbert, you step into a room here.
Can I be in the next room? I just close the door by accident rather than moving my character.
That's fine.
Cool.
Don't worry, there's nothing happening. I'm just going to describe the room before he runs into another one. So yeah, you step into like this quite grand-looking room. It's got like two large kind of beautifully coloured rugs in the centre of it. A few kind of broken chairs and stuff set around that look like they were once quite comfy. And a small assortment of like musical instruments around the top right-hand corner. That look like they've seen better days. But half of them look kind of in one piece. And there's like a large piano as well at the north of the room.
I rubble through the musical instruments to see if I'm going to steal any.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
I see my rolling table what it's going to be like. And
Yeah, it's going well for you, isn't it?
If I get it today, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, you look through. Most of them look like they'd need some form of like repair before they were usable. You find like a lute with like no strings on it, and like you play a few quick notes on the piano, and it's horrifically out of tune, and a couple of them just do nothing.
Hang on 1 sec.
I'll just look to see if there's anything I can steal.
But yeah, you don't seem to spot anything of value in there.
Yeah, I didn't say it wasn't your house. I just asked what was going on.
I've got my camera on now that I've stopped eating back liver.
Oh, yeah. For some reason, it said you had your camera on, and it didn't show that you had your camera on. Then I clicked you, and then your camera appeared.
Yeah. Why am I really out of focus? I'm not really sure.
With that step right, that investigation, bro.
I'll come in here.
I'm guessing you just see me like picking up these instruments. Oh, I'm not being very stealthy. You're doing it.
Yeah, I mean you are. I mean, and it does take up a small chunk of your time. Kind of, you spend a good 5 minutes going through these before you kind of sit and resolve yourself to the fact that actually none of these are probably worth salvaging.
Give time for people to look through doors while I'm doing
So yeah, everyone else kind of has 5 minutes of investigating if that's what they're doing.
Man, I have to be careful because I almost said something then, and I realised that I was probably straying a little bit too closely to the fresh cut grass character from Critical Role in the kind of things that I'd say, but it kind of fits like the sort of like very naive.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. but I gotta be careful not to to lean on that too much because it won't quite fit with the character.
Yeah. So what are you two doing?
Well, so you're taking 5 minutes to do this.
He's in the process of going through these musical instruments
Yeah.
seem to be leant up against this wall.
So
Yeah.
while this is happening, I just turn to Brandon and say, "What do we do?" Did Sam hear that?
Do what? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Sorry, I said I asked you what do we do now because
I'll whatever you guys want to do. I don't mind.
I mean, yeah, you guys could wait around a couple more minutes and
I just open this door.
Gilbert kind of gives up. But yeah, you come down and open the door into what looks to be like a games room of some kind. There's like 5 different tables set out with a variety of different games. Looks to be one that's got some kind of form of chess, some kind of like checkers or drafts set up on one. There's a couple of like card tables down the bottom, and one that even seems to have like small miniature figurines on it of some description. You don't recognize the game, but
Where is everyone? Hello?
you're right, Echo Mac.
You back?
Where is everyone?
They are all in these rooms here.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So we're just exploring the house. We brought you in some way, but I'm not sure yet. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I see the chessboard and I say, oh, like not quietly, like, oh, I love chess. I used to play it all the time. Aaron, come here, let's have a game. And I stand over it, waiting for him to come.
Okay. Oh.
Did anyone notice us? Because we've been here for like a good 10 minutes after that explosion, right?
Yeah, you're looking at probably 10 minutes after this
Oh.
kaboom has gone off now. Do you guys sit down and play chess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we have to roll for chess?
I was going to say, time to make some rules up for playing chess in D&D. Both of you make an intelligence check.
Well, first off, does Aaron have proficiency in chess?
That is, if he has proficiency, I don't believe. No, he does not.
No, there is like a game piece's proficiency, right?
Dragon chess, I believe.
Is it Dragon Chess one? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have that either. That's fine.
No. So both
Wait,
of you just make an intelligence check.
Which is just a normal intelligence modifier.
Straight intelligence, yeah.
Well, I get 0 on this. That's good. Oh, I almost rolled a 19 as well. So close.
Oh, first quarter of the game down, guys, and Scritch is taking a fair few of your pieces, Aaron. You're not. It's not a good start, but you might be able to pull it back. Do another round, another intelligence checks. Oh, and he carries on, and it's not looking good for Aaron here. He's down to like 4 pieces left on the board, and Scritch has got like a good 12 still. Make another intelligence check for me, gents.
I love how we're playing chess in D&D.
This is great, isn't it?
Amazing gameplay.
Checkmate.
Yeah, and with that, a swift checkmate. Does mean you've spent about 10 minutes of time playing chess, but
Yeah, I told you I was good.
but yes, you
Well
have
done.
you have just witnessed, and Gilbert has just witnessed this after he gives up with these instruments. Witnessed quite a thrashing at Dragon Chess.
Can I have proficiency at Dragon Chess now?
Maybe if you play a few more times.
Oh, do you want to play a couple more times?
No. Let's follow. Oh, I can't get in the wall. Why can't? Oh, okay, the door's closed.
You are opening.
Yeah, once we're done, we sort of follow.
Yeah, so that next door kind of opens up into what looks to be like a large dining hall. There's 2 long tables and like some cupboards either side of the room, with like old kind of broken like china and crockery and some glasses and and cutlery and stuff like that kind of set aside in them. The tables look like relatively serviceable. All the chairs, bar a couple, seem to be in one piece. And then this room to the north, you open the door to, looks to be a kitchen. There's two large kind of ovens set to the top, the coals of which seem stone cold, like you could put your hand in there and not have an issue. So it certainly doesn't look like they've been used recently. And there's like a large bread oven, like to the side as well.
Food that's edible here.
Make an investigation check for me.
Get rid of all these bad rolls now.
It's all right. Cormac just got rid of all of his by playing chess.
He did.
You don't find an awful lot, but you do find probably enough food to make up maybe 4 days of rations.
Because I gave some rations away.
Yeah, so like, yeah, you probably managed to gather up enough for 4 days of relatively okay rations. Like the bread's a bit stale, and you find a couple of like little jars of like preserves and things like that.
Gillian is not too fussed about what he eats.
Yeah.
7 away, so it's back up to 11 now. So he had like 20 to start this journey. Fed some dwarfs.
Yeah, you guys have had a little investigate. Oh yeah, and this last room you come into, Gilbert, looks to be just wall to wall, floor to ceiling bookshelves. The whole place is full of books.
Are they old or like newish?
I mean, that depends what you class as old, I suppose.
Can I make a check to see if any of the books have anything to do with flying?
How thoroughly are you going to be checking?
I will at least be reading the titles of the books. I'm assuming they're stood like as usual, spine to spine.
Yeah, like spine to spine, you'd be able to see.
I'd quite like to do
you
that.
need it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense, of course.
I need to make a note on this character sheet thing I've got about
Yeah,
it.
please do. In fact, I urge you to make a note of that so that I don't forget, because that's
Yeah.
hilarious.
He said he is joining back.
Yeah, I think he's here.
Is he?
Oh,
I
cool.
assume so.
Yeah, I'm here.
I see a wonderful face of is that Ricky Gervais from The Office?
Yeah, David Brent.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. What's the first book called again? It was called something, A Scale of the Moon.
Yes. No, it had moon in it.
Yeah, Scale of the Moon.
Scritch's just discovered this this dimension's Twilight series.
Yeah.
So, you know,
I'm
he's
enjoying
hooked.
it.
As you can imagine, he's hooked.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, Gilbert, as you're kind of keeping an eye out the window there to keep an eye on the front, you don't notice anyone approaching the building, anything like that. You don't seem to think anyway. Nothing catches your attention. Brannon, with your like passive perception, even like it's pretty good, and you also like you're not seeing anything or hearing anything, I suppose, if you're not by a window of any kind of approaching. Yeah, what would you gents like to do?
I'm assuming I haven't waited long enough to have a short rest yet.
No, probably not.
Excellent. In that case, I'll still wait.
Yeah, Scritch
Oh,
strikes.
with me? Or has he left?
No, Scritch took a book and sat down in the dining hall. I assume Scritch is quite a quick reader,
I've got
being
with
a
me
monk.
script-
So.
I haven't finished the book. I'm still reading the book, but I have. I was reading it. I thought, oh, this is quite good. I flicked the back or whatever to see this. This Girls with the Eclipse sequel. But I'm going to carry on reading it and just taking a short rest, just chilling out. I eat a sandwich.
Have a little snack.
Yeah.
My great perception. I personally think Script just sat in the corner reading the book in here.
Yeah, you turn around to try and speak to him, and he's gone.
Oh shit! I'm left on my own.
So yeah, so I'm gonna wait for a bit. If anybody has a drive to get out of this place, because like it's the last thing they ever do, then I will leave. That's fine. But I'm just gonna rest in lieu of doing anything else. So
Either I'm just going to be looking out this window while they're resting, thinking they found the place they want to rest and it's in that room there, and I'm on lookout because I'm full health. The only thing I've
Yeah.
got is spells. I'm
Makes
sure
sense.
I still might even have either 2 or 3 of my top spells.
Yeah, I think you've got like 2 second level spell slots left. That's it.
Level.
Yeah. You got no bardic inspirations, but
Oh yeah, no, it says 2, but I've got none. But I've got my 2 feat spells. 1 feat spell.
yes. So yeah, I mean, if you guys are just resting up in this room, that's absolutely fine. I'm not gonna stop you all.
I won't be resting.
You're not resting. You're keeping an eye out. Yeah.
There's no point in me resting.
Yeah. I mean, you've not taken any damage, have you?
I need a long rest to get spells back, and that's
Yeah.
too.
In that case, I will shift you guys forward an hour.
oh, can I take a long rest, short rest? Yes.
You guys can all take a short rest.
From me. Looking out a window.
Oh.
Do I need to do any rolls to see if I see
No.
people while they're doing this?
Yeah. Do you want to make whilst this is going on? Make just tell you what, just make one perception check for me.
I'm still. I
You've
in a book, I think.
You've actually not rolled higher than like a 5 yet, have you?
No.
This is great. Yeah, I mean you don't see anything of any note. Yeah, you don't notice any groups of these cultists wandering around or anything like that. I will assume that Sean's gonna short rest and heal a couple of hit points.
That what our two rogues are doing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's at full. Happy days. Um, yeah. So yeah, around about an hour passes. Scritch, you get a chunk of the way through this book. The girl's just moved into the town. She's at this new place. There's this really hot, pale guy, and this other guy that isn't pale, that is relevant for some reason. I don't know much about Twilight, so I'm afraid my knowledge is not going to be
I
great.
think the unpale guy, the non-pale guy, is a werewolf, right? And the pale
Yes,
guy
I
is
believe so. The pale
a
guy is a
vampire.
vampire. Spoilers. Uh,
He like I'm literally, I'm honestly like, I can't really shit on it. Actually, it's not. It'd be unfair of me to shit on Twilight because I've never read it or watched the films or anything. So
I'm
I might
getting
actually
a
love it.
very, very confused look from Nick, which is great.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Once the hour was up and everyone's like clearly ready to go and like got their stuff packed, I look up from my book and be like, "Oh, is it time already?" And I'll like grab a piece of cloth from my bag or something, a bit of something to bookmark it, and
Yeah.
I'll shove the book in my bag and probably be chasing everybody out the door as they've like already left and they're done, and I'm just like, "Wait for me, guys." I was reading. Sorry.
Yeah, you guys are free to roam. What would you like to do?
Well, where's the cap? Do we ever find out anything about where the captain might be living or staying?
No,
Oh, well, not living.
not that I
You know.
remember.
I was going to say, I don't believe you had any information other than they were taken away a few
Oh,
days
but we had
ago.
these things. We're supposed to destroy these things, right? Those like there's more than one of these anchors, these abyssal anchors. So maybe we should try to find the. How tall was the abyssal anchor?
It hovered like 3 feet off the ground, but in itself was only maybe 4 foot in
Okay,
height.
so it's not
So
like we can look across the city and see like these gigantic pillars of purple light or something coming off of them.
no, it wasn't like shooting a beacon in the air or
It's
anything
not
like
clearly
that.
designed
No.
like a
It's,
RPG video game.
I sadly have not left waypoints in the town. I'm not that kind.
Cool. I guess we should probably go and try and find other ones of these.
Yeah, so it was just had to check Sam's notes to make sure I did mention it. But it was mentioned to you guys by, can't remember who, but by somebody, that it was thought or known that like these anchors, the more there are, the more power Party
Yeah.
L like can bring through when it comes through to the material plane. That was, I think, all the information you
And we
got there.
believe they're in Botford, right? That's the other thing we got told.
Yeah, yeah. You're as far as you're aware, this kind of like corruption that they seem to be causing isn't something that's known about elsewhere.
Isn't known about elsewhere.
It isn't. No, it
Yeah,
isn't something that you kind of spot. It
Cool,
certainly
yeah.
feels like it's in the local area.
That's what I thought. Awesome.
Is there any doors into this room?
Which room? Sorry.
There's one back in the main hallway.
The hidden room that we don't know.
Yeah, the door's in the main hallway.
What, this room?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a door back here that goes into it. I think half of you saw into it through a window, so I don't know if anyone actually went in there.
This room here. This room here, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I have to wait for a second. Yeah, I saw half of it. Didn't someone crash through it? Or was that this window here? Was that this window
That
here?
was that window there. That was
Okay, cool.
that was Brannon's human cannibal window.
Yeah, okay, I can remember which window it was. Okay, well, I guess we should probably just Oh, is there no upstairs to this area? To this?
You found what looked to be like a staircase back in
Is it
the
the
room with
rubble?
all the rubble,
Yeah.
but it was down this end of the corridor here,
And it's
and
fallen apart.
it
It's fallen down.
seemed like
Yeah.
half the staircase had collapsed, the other half was covered in this rubble.
Yeah.
Like it would certainly be a struggle to get up there, and you're not sure how much of the floor above is obviously usable.
Oh man, like Squitch doesn't want to go up there, but like I want to challenge you to see if you made a map for it or not.
You can challenge me if you like.
I'm not going to. It's okay. Are we leaving? Yeah.
Thank God. Yes. I mean, what? I'm prepared for you guys to go up there, right?
It's fine. You just say that all we find is like rafters and empty, dusty rooms. There's nothing there.
Just nothing up there. Yeah. Where do you guys want to head?
So well, I guess we head first off to like this room here that I'm going down towards.
Well, the last room you guys
I'm
haven't
not
actually got into.
I'm not going to open the door until other people turn up, just because. I don't want to go into it in case there's like, I don't know, an archdemon in there or something.
You see the heart in front of you, a door.
Yeah, I go in. Oh, there's nothing in there.
Yeah, there's nothing like waiting to jump out at you or anything. It looks to be like a study. A relatively nice study. It's quite large. Again, there's two small bookcases on the north wall, along with a couple of cupboards that seem half kind of pulled open and ransacked.
Yeah.
There's a large desk in the bay window at the bottom with like a large comfortable wooden chair sat behind it, and there's kind of a few loose bits of paper and a couple of books there.
In fact, there's a drawer open with a piece of paper sticking out of it. Like again, just an RPG clue. Like this is something interesting.
It's what it actually is. I felt like putting two of the exact same looking desks there was really boring, and I was like, this is like artistic skill here making this different. And now I've thought about it. Actually, no, all it is confusing.
No, it's all good.
It's one large desk.
Yeah. Question actually, as we've been walking around here, is there any obvious place where these cultists have been sleeping?
It looks like, for the most part, in the large, like ballroom
Right.
you guys were in, there was a handful of like sleeping, like bags and stuff,
Yeah.
kind of strewn in there. It didn't look like anything comfortable was set up in this space specifically, but
Yeah. Right.
Did you
Cool,
see
cool.
the disappearing once we did the anchor?
the purple stuff. Once the anchor was destroyed, that pool of purple energy below it kind of started soaking back into the ground. As you guys have been spending, I mean, it's upwards of an hour and a half here now. You do notice like the purple kind of veins that were kind of through all the stonework and the woodwork in this place. You do notice them like slowly receding. Some of you that would be thinking more about it than others, I suppose, would begin to even maybe question the integrity of the building, because they basically are leaving behind large cracks in the walls. But you know,
Is there? I'll check the desk. Is there any obvious clues as yeah? Is there anything that's like current, like recent in the
make an investigation check for
investigation? Oh, I should not be doing this.
me.
4.
Yeah, you don't find anything of real importance. You kind of open up a couple of small drawers on it, and they mostly look empty. There's a couple of like candles and a box of matches set inside one of them, and there's a quill and some ink on the side, but you don't see anything of kind of importance.
No, nothing here, guys. Let's go.
Okay.
I mean, if somebody else wants to check, then they totally can.
Get to
I'm not convinced my roll was very good.
I believe Stitch told me he had a good look. Abilities.
Scritch real hard. You did check there, real hard. Yeah, what direction are you guys heading? Obviously, you'd seen a few different, like, more built-up areas or more in one piece areas of the town from where you were, and like a large kind of open space in the center of the town that looked like a town square kind of thing. Whereabouts are you guys headed? Are
Is
you...
there like a block of flats or like?
There was one quite built up area that looked almost like what we'd consider to be like a block of flats. It's not like 60 stories tall or anything like that, but compared to like the 1 or 2 story tall townhouses that most of this place is built up of, it was a good few stories taller than that. Which I believe, if I'm remembering right, was that was like southeast. Um, in the town. There was a large kind of built up area of far more like high rise buildings. And then there was like another kind of built up area. The area you were in where the Haggard Hare Inn was kind of in one piece still, relatively. Like towards the west of the town. And then the manors to the north where you are at the moment. And then pretty much slap bang central in the town. There was like a large, like clearing space.
I'm easy where we go. I don't really.
Yeah, I mean, we've got. There's nothing pointing to any one particular one. So
It's the closest one to where we are.
From where you are, I mean, the furthest one away would probably be the high-rise buildings. Closest would probably be the west set of buildings towards the Haggard Hare again. And then kind of in between you and the like southeast area of the high-rise buildings, there's this kind of large square.
High rise, I guess.
yeah,
I don't know, it's not really my place as Scritch to like be leading off different places because I don't have a fucking clue. Like I'm just a naive idiot. So yeah, but I'm happy to go wherever, and if it's close, then that's fine.
yeah, it sounds good.
So I mean, you guys can make the journey, to say, towards like the high-rise space, the more built-up area.
Yeah,
So like if you were to go like a straight line from where you are, it would basically take you almost through like the outskirts of this kind of clearing area. One, are you guys trying to avoid that space or go into it? And two, are you being sneaky boys?
If we're going through it, we might as well check it out.
yeah, it makes sense.
I am not planning on being sneaky unless someone tells me to. No, actually, I am. Fuck it. We're getting almost murdered. I'm not that stupid. Yes, I am.
So I will get you guys to make a group stealth check for me. I think I can ask that, can't I? But it's fine.
Well,
if you,
can I have that
if you
roll,
guys
please?
just do it, that's fine.
Because I rolled 20.
Boom.
Oh, no. You get +7 though. That's kind of ridiculous.
Oh, that makes up for it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Quite literally makes up for it. Just you, Aaron. Beautiful. As stealth checks go, that's pretty good. Brandon, not quite used to being out-stealthed by everyone around him. Your usual ability to slink into the shadows seems to be failing you, but
Yeah.
It's all right because Gilbert is watching your steps as you put them and gets you to avoid too many patches of bright daylight and all that. Because at this point in the day, it is like 10 o'clock in the morning, you guess, or there or thereabouts. So the sun is up. But you guys kind of can make your way towards these horrors. It takes you about, well, at your stealthy rate, we'll say after about 20 minutes of kind of passing between alleyways and in shadows, you kind of manage to come across the outskirts of what looks to be this kind of large open area. You notice walking kind of across your path as you get close. Brandon, you spot this first as you're kind of walking with the group. You spot and you kind of hear the faint sound of footsteps. And you see starting to come into view about 60 feet ahead of you guys, walking across a kind of opposite street at a crossroads. What looks to be a group of these cultists. You're not quite sure how many because they're just stepping out into view. What do you guys do? You are quite sneakily hidden at the moment.
You know
so,
what I
like,
want to do?
What's
murder
that?
them all?
No, I want to go and get some food again. So can I get some food?
I'm not gonna stop you. Quite
I'll be
literally
quick.
couldn't if I tried.
I'll be quick, okay?
Okay,
I'll run
let us
down
know
the
when you
stairs.
call Mac again.
Yeah.
That's a nice variation on the
Oh, I do try. I do try.
the form. The form has been played out, but the variations I think are welcome.
Okay, so we're allowed dad jokes as long as they're not just hi blur I'm blur.
Yeah,
Anything else is safe. It's fair game still.
I think so. I think that's fair.
I'm
Unless
I'm
until
fine
such
with
time
this.
as one other particular joke takes over as like yeah. I think
I'm quite all right with this. Yeah, I guess we'll just wait for Cormac to come back quick, so you guys can decide.
You said we couldn't see numbers of them, though.
You can't. No. Like the
I got
first,
food
like
and stubbed my toe.
impressive multitasking right there. Yeah, like you see, like the feet, and the front halves of like two of these cultists start to step out into this like what's the road? Road is the word I'm looking for. Oh my god. But yeah, like I didn't know if there was anything you would do in that moment. If not, more will possibly show up if
I
you
guess
wait.
we just stop and watch them.
Yeah, as you guys kind of wait, you see these first two kind of walk past, and following straight behind is another two and another two and another, and you see a group of what looks to be about 12 of these cultists kind of walk past in again these same robes that I believe you guys are still wearing. But they kind of walk past you guys, or not past you guys, about 60 feet in front of you, and they kind of cross the road and go in the opposite direction of the crossroads. But it doesn't look like they spotted you. Certainly, if they did, they showed no indication of it.
They all,
What was that, Shano?
they all human.
Make a perception check for me. They seemed, for the most part, to be human. There was one of them you noticed was like a good foot and a half shorter than the rest that you would suspect to be dwarven, or some kind of dwarven heritage. And there was a couple that looked like rather tall and looked like they might have been elven folk or some kind of half elf lineage.
Are elves taller in this game than humans in your
Yeah,
world.
not like feet and feet taller, but
Yeah,
in
just because
general they're
in
taller. Yeah.
Faerun they're shorter, which is most people think of
Are they?
owls as tall. Yeah, in Faerun
I just go
they
straight off Tolkien of just
yeah right
pretty,
exactly. Most people think owls are like tall and slender, but in
pretty people
Faerun
with long hair. That's
in
elves done.
in Faerun you're about 5.5 feet tall.
Oh, okay,
Um,
interesting.
yeah, exactly.
Well, for the sake of normality, then you notice a couple that are about 4 inches shorter than the rest, and you assume them to be elves. Yeah, I did not know that.
I guess this is an alphabetical order. Dwarf.
I think aren't drow more standard fantasy height? I think in
Are they?
Faerun. Yeah, I
Which
believe
is
so.
bizarre because they live underground. You expect them to be shorter. They're slender and graceful, so they're slightly shorter than humans on average, ranging from well under 5 feet to just over 6 feet.
Okay, interesting.
They are slender, weighing only 100 to 145 pounds, whereas a human in Faerun, obviously I'm just going by the handbook, which is basically Faerunian, right?
Yeah.
Humans are 5 foot to just over 6 foot, so they're only slightly shorter than humans.
They're about the same, pretty much. So
Yeah,
yeah,
slightly shorter.
you'd probably be hard pressed to tell the difference just off their height alone.
Yeah. You can't really tell. But it's bizarre, yeah, because as I say, most people, including myself, just instantly
You
think
just go to the
Tolkien. Yeah.
of just elves are tall boys or whatever. But yeah, in that case, you're not sure. Uh, like they are all wearing these kind of robes, and it's hard to kind of get any distinguishing facial features
The dwarf.
from where you guys are.
Did the dwarf one look like he was being coerced or maybe chained or something of the sort?
You can make a perception check if you like. Oh, very nice. Did not seem to be. You didn't notice any chains or anything odd about like the way they were walking or anything like that. They seem to be just another one of these
What did he have
cultists.
for breakfast? I think I should probably find out with that roll.
Yeah, cinnamon rolls.
I spot a bit of cream cheese
Yeah.
on it.
There's a bit of frosting on the lip, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh,
And I just catch a whiff of cinnamon in the air.
yeah, clearly. Cool. Yeah, I mean, you guys, you kind of by your guess of travel time would reckon you're maybe a few 100 feet away from kind of the opening into this large clearing, if that's where you're headed.
Yeah. I turn to Brannon and whisper, like, what do we do?
Yeah, let's go and check it out, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys kind of you just carry on. I'm assuming keeping your stealthy pace and that up, because why would you ever want to get rid of rolls like that? Um, and yeah, kind of make your way after another 5 minutes or so of walking into this kind of clearing, and it opens out into, and you weren't quite sure what to expect from the distance you saw it at, but it opens out into this kind of hundreds of feet wide kind of area of almost like grassy ground. If it was ever looked after, it would probably be quite lush and nice, but the ground is like pretty worn out. All of the like grass life seems pretty dead. Anything that is alive has this kind of purplish hue to it. You do see in the center of this clearing where you are, you can see what looks to be like a stone wall structure of some kind. It's hard to grasp exactly what it is as you kind of step foot into this space. But it looks like there's a few like trees and stuff set around the area that are all kind of dead and decaying in some areas from what you can see. But it looks, yeah, I mean, it looks to be a massive expanse of open space.
There's not like a glowing purple pillar just
You
randomly
s-
sitting?
you certainly don't see anything from where you are. Yeah, that not that you see where you are certainly. just double check. I just figured I should actually set up maps and stuff in case I need them. That'd probably be a smart move. I guess. So yeah, what do you guys want to do? You can you can kind of like skirt the edge of this clearing to get to the other side to go to where you were headed, or there is this like stone kind of wall you can see in the center of the clearing. You're not quite sure what's behind it or anything.
Where did the party of cultists go?
They headed down. You guys were kind of just before like a crossroads, if you imagine like that, and like you guys were hidden down here somewhere, and they kind of came from this direction and went the other way like this.
Okay, so
So they kind of crossed your path. Basically.
So they're sort of like they're sort of running. They were running parallel to the edge of the clearing.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And so one would assume that they didn't go into the clearing.
Yeah, you don't know
Based on the
exactly, I
information you
guess.
have, yeah.
You don't know the layout of all the roads and stuff, but you'd assume if they were going to the clearing, that's not a direct route for them to be taking.
Cool. Yeah. Awesome. I guess we should go check out the wall.
Is curiosity going to get the better of you? That's the question. Yeah, you guys want to go check out the wall, do you? I'm gonna. Hopefully this works. And I realise this is like a huge map, so like, don't crucify me if it blows up your computers, basically. My bad or whatever. I have preloaded it, so with any luck, it should load you guys in.
Oh, I can see nothing.
And you should be able to see stuff.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Yeah. But
right,
yeah,
this
like
is where we are, right? And then this is the.
So yeah, you guys are in this kind of far corner here. You kind of see this walled area here that looks to be in the center of this, and yeah, it's quite a large clearing, but it seems to be kind of surrounded on most edges by kind of buildings or remnants of buildings. There's a few different like exit points. I don't hate using that, but so you guys have come in up here behind you. You've walked in. There's like underneath. It's like an arch almost out of part of the building that led you in up here. And from where you are, you can see what looks to be like an exit of some description between two buildings down here. So I'm assuming you guys can see the drawings I'm doing on maps.
No, I can't see. I can't see anything.
Is there a big coloured line in front above you guys?
Down here?
Yeah, there should be a coloured line that I've squiggled above you guys, and there's a coloured line at the bottom.
They're just peeking into the darkness for us mostly. So you might want to draw it on the inside of the wall.
Oh, is it? Because is that a bit better?
Down or up?
Down at the bottom.
Yeah, down is good.
That's a bit better, is it? Yeah, because there's walls and stuff.
Yeah, so you just see
you guys can't see through walls. Disappointing.
Also, I can see this person here, by the way. Is that?
Yeah, so if you can see them, then from where you are, you can see them.
I point this person out. I can't really tell much about them.
There does seem to be some kind of figure in that central structure from where you
I point them out and just say that they've got a red border, so they're probably a bad guy. What can I see actually about them? I can see there's a human in there. What do I see?
From where you are, you just see a kind of cloaked figure.
Just a cloaked figure, okay.
Yeah. From that distance, it's hard to really see.
Yeah.
Properly, but
cool.
I mean, yeah, I'll let you guys I'll let you guys wander, I suppose. But
I point them out, so I don't know what you want. I don't know if Aaron, what do you want to do?
I don't know.
So
Don't
we
know
just
what I
try and
want to do.
sneak up there and get a look at what's going on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you guys at the moment are incredibly stealthy.
Hold on, I'll be back in a moment.
Okay.
Okay.
So just to be clear, this is the whole clearing, right? That we're in, right?
This
We're not...
this map contains the entire clearing.
Okay, cool. Yeah, this is, yeah. Just making sure that this wasn't like the because I know there's a wall. I can just about see a wall here. I wasn't sure if that was like the wall of the internal bit. If that makes sense.
I know, yeah. So the wall, like
To
the
the internal
stone
bit here.
structure wall, you could see is
That bit there,
this
yeah.
square
Oh, I
in
just
the
realised
centre.
you don't have the thing on. Yeah, this bit here. You don't have the thing on in your campaign where with like the names of the pointers.
Oh, do I not? Does it not say who's pointing?
No, no, it doesn't say he's pointing. But also, I can't see you until you're pointing with X. Whereas in Sam's game, you can just see the cursors at all times.
I can see
Oh
everyone's. They're
yeah.
just really small on this map, I think.
Oh
Like
yeah, because it's a
Oh,
huge map.
But there's
They're going to
Shane.
be really small.
There's Cormac.
oh my goodness! Yes, I
Yeah.
can see them.
I was going to say
Yeah,
you won't be able to see mine because I've got mine turned off, so you can't see when I'm toying with shenanigans.
that makes perfect
Uh,
sense. Yeah,
but
no,
yeah,
no.
you should be able to see everyone else's.
Yep.
They
Sounds
are
right.
just
Well,
absolutely
actually, this
tiny.
is a really interesting point that raised here. Is like this. Is that like I feel like if someone was to draw like a town square in D&D, like a map, it'll be like far too small to be like realistic. On average, like if someone said like draw me a town square with a little market in it, it would be like 40 foot across or something, and it's definitely
Yeah.
not that small in real life.
Yeah.
This is like realistic to real life, but like we're so small.
It just yeah, I toyed with this map of having it being like putting stuff in it or whatever, but this felt I settled with I was kind of just comfortable with just but do you know what? It's just a big fucking open space.
I kind of like
Like
it like
Makes
that.
mapping a lot easier if everywhere's an open space, yeah.
it's wonderful. Yeah, when you're like, actually, do you know what? There's nothing anywhere. Oh,
This world has not been built on.
yeah,
Nor is there natural growth.
yeah. Although clearly I didn't give myself the memo of putting the floor as dirt in this place because it all looks like stone, but it's all dirt. In my defense, I made this map about 4 months ago, so try to remember what I put where on some of these maps is like interesting to say the least.
One second.
Oh, hello, cat. What you doing? Hey, what you doing, little one? Oh, bloody hell. Evil cat.
What happened?
Fucking lethal. I don't know, I must have spooked him as he was sat on me because he just launched himself halfway across the room, but decided to dig his claws in as he does that. Delightful of him.
Sorry, folks. We're making chicken broth for ramen, and we've never done it before, so Heather wanted to come taste it.
Hello.
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 Hi, back. How are you?
I didn't say it.
You said I'll be back. So I can only assume now that you're back.
Fair.
Sorry, I'll stop. Yeah, so you guys said you wanted to kind of like, what, sneak your way up towards this structure in the middle.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
Unless anyone strongly disagrees.
Yeah. I agree. I do not strongly disagree. Sorry.
Cool. I will move you guys as a group, I suppose, because that's probably easier. You can kind of make your way slowly towards it, towards this clearing, and get a bit of a look.
Oh, I
in
saw an
there.
extra person. There's a few people in
Yes.
there.
So it looks, and like, I'm not moving these people around because that's horrifically difficult to do whilst I'm sat here talking, but they are kind of, in general, moving around this space. You can see.
Any sense of what they're doing?
Make a perception check. Anyone that wants to, I suppose.
Did I take do a perception thingy?
You can do one if you'd
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I would do one of those perception thingies.
Yeah, I mean, Scritch, you're not quite working out what they're doing. Brannon, you notice a few of them they seem to be gathering around this statue in the center a fair bit. You don't pick up much more than that. Gilbert and Aaron, though, you guys do spot. This statue seems to have like a strange collection of things kind of around it and things going on with it. You're not quite sure on the purpose, but it looks like a lot of these cultists are kind of bringing things around to it, putting them in places around the statue. One of them, who looks to be wearing slightly more decorative or slightly better looking robes than the others, kind of is stood in front of it, and seems to be making some kind of chant, in a language you can't understand. They look to be doing something, with these objects that are all being placed around this statue here. You're not quite sure what it is, but yeah.
What colour are the eyes of the leader guy? Would I get that with my roll?
You guys rolled pretty well, didn't you?
21.
Yeah, so it's hard to notice. Again, these guys are wearing hoods and stuff. But you do spot from underneath, like the brim of this guy's hood, wearing the slightly nicer robes. He seems to have similar, like, glowing purple eyes, to a couple of the other cultists you've come across. Certainly looks like he's some kind of like altered being.
What should we do? I kind of want to charge in there, but I don't want people to be mad at me if I do.
Yeah, if you charge in, I can hide outside.
I'm fine with that, yeah. I mean, we're here to try and stop whatever they're doing, right?
Yeah, I just shout, "Stop!" and I run here because I can
Cool.
run 45 feet and smack the person in the face.
What I will do,
Yeah.
I will put you back. I'm gonna roll initiative for everything. and like you guys will get a surprise round.
Yeah.
Because if I don't do that now, then it gets a bit wishy-washy with when things happen and things like that. So roll. Lots of dice. Ha ha ha.
Haha.
Fantastic. Cool. I'll go begin. And this guy's surprised, this guy's surprised. Aaron, you are top of initiative.
Top of initiative.
Yes, you are. You lucky, lucky boy. What would you like to do? You have surprise round. This round. So.
Don't I have 60 feet of movement, right? Wait, no, 30.
You have 30 feet of movement as a rogue.
I'm gonna
I
use a
think you can
cunning action.
dash as a cunning. Can
Yeah.
you dash as a cunning action? Is that a thing?
You can.
Yeah.
I'll be running in then.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, I run over to this one. Oh
Cool.
god, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, so you kind of step foot into this. Being the first one to fully step foot in there, you catch 7? Yeah, 7 of these kind of cultists stood in this place. Any attack you make will have advantage because they are surprised. For this turn, anyway.
Is that directed just at Aaron?
Anyone in this turn of combat, it's the surprise
Wait,
round.
is that how that works?
You guys were hidden, so yeah, sure.
Oh, fair enough.
Is that only against all of them, or just the ones that
But
haven't
I
had their
didn't roll
turn
that
yet?
with.
I will.
Because that matters for me and Scritch.
I'm not sure on the official rule yet. I will say against all of them because I'm not
Okay.
sure on the balance of this combat. So I think you guys. I'm not gonna say no to you guys.
You'll
having
give
help.
us what you can.
Yeah,
I didn't
you guys
roll-
don't have your tank. Like, yeah. Yeah, that hits. You do 6 points of psychic damage. You could also roll sneak attack
Why?
because you had advantage on the attack.
Never ask why, just do it.
Just do it. If I say you can roll sneak attack, man, you just go for
Are
it.
you sure?
Yeah, that hits for a pretty significant lump of damage on this guy, who was clearly not expecting it.
I get a
That's-
bonus action.
Yeah, if sneak attack's an option, just roll it and then claim that you can't take it back once you've rolled it.
Yeah.
And if it's not an option,
Wait,
also
do I-
roll it and just don't give the DM
Yeah.
the choice.
Wait, do I use Can I use the bonus action for psychic blade?
You dashed
You
as a
used your
bonus
action,
action,
yeah.
right?
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's sucks.
Unfortunately, I apologise.
Well, I'm gonna die, so
No,
might
you're
as
not.
well.
You're absolutely fine.
I mean, you have an entire turn of combat before these guys even get to act, so it's not too bad. Anything else for
I
you,
thought it's
mate?
my turn.
That's
Nah,
you, yeah.
nothing else.
Cool. That guy. Gilbert.
The Sling of Doom.
Well, you never know.
40 feet.
You might actually have to come into combat. Whoa. Yeah, so you have advantage on any attack roll made against these guys this turn.
Me, Oh, it should be an advantage. Should I just roll again?
Yeah, roll another d20, yeah. Just in case it's a crit. It is not. I'll be nice. You can have that second one, because it'll get confused if I don't take it.
No, I'm just gonna step backwards.
So yeah, he takes 7 points of sling damage.
Actually, hang on, sorry.
Anything else for you, Mr. Gilbert?
I will save any bonus actions I have.
Cool. Brandon.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm gonna move to here.
Yeah.
There's a few of them.
There's a couple.
I'll take a short bow shot at the guy stood next to Aaron.
Have advantage.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Eat.
Oh. It does still just hit. So,
Tremendous.
and you can roll sneak attack damage. which is a guaranteed kill because he has 1 hit point left.
Nice. And I will at the same time Whales of the Grave on this guy just beyond him.
Yeah, go for it. Takes 5 points. Definitely takes him by surprise.
So that's 15, 20, 25, 30. Then I'll cunning action to dash.
Oh.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that is it for me.
Awesome. Scritch, your turn.
I'm just going to grab a drink for Lizzie quick. I suspect I'll be back before my turn.
I should think so.
Yeah, let's go to this guy here. Because I can.
You have
and
advantage on the attacks.
Quarterstaff. Oh, I didn't roll advantage.
Yeah, do you want to roll
Sorry.
another d20 for me, just in case?
Yeah.
It's a 20?
How do you roll advantage and versatile at the same time?
I
It was
don't
not.
know if you can.
No. 17 damage.
No. 17 damage? What?
No, 6 damage. 6 damage.
Did you target the guy?
No, I did not.
Ah, that's alright then. That's fine. 6 damage, yeah.
Yeah, 6 damage.
He takes 6 points of damage.
Then I'm going to use Flurry of Blows.
Yeah.
That's the first one.
Yeah, that hits. 6 points.
Yeah. I get advantage on these, right?
Oh, yeah, you do, yeah.
So this is the second dice for the first one.
Yeah.
And then
Fine.
is it alt, right?
Alt is advantage.
I don't do anything.
Charlie?
Hello? Oh no.
My internet gone or is Charlie's?
I think mine's gone. Can you hear me?
Charlie's moving. You are not on Discord, Jake.
Oh, I think mine has.
Charlie's moving.
Damn.
I can see Charlie. Jake is doing a perfectly still mode right now.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You back?
Hello?
Hello?
I think I'm back.
Cool. Right, let's try this again. Alt.
Yeah, go for it. Alt
Flurry of
for
Blows.
advantage.
There you go. And that was worth it.
It did hit.
Yeah.
It does do enough to knock him unconscious, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was using my ignore that quarterstaff. I don't know when that came up. Just make sure that's off. Yeah. Just last hit is just a.
Yeah. Simple.
That's my standard go-to.
On the head. Yeah.
That is. I could use a bonus action, but I'm not going to. So,
it's bonus action to do flurry of blows. So.
Oh yeah. Could have been do that then. All good.
Cool. This Eldritch Servant then is going to.
Is the guy that's called a Black Earth Cultist on your sheet? That's the guy that looks a bit differently. That seems to be like more in charge.
He is, yeah. That's yeah. He has a slightly different stat block. This one over here is he's gonna kind of see the monk run in and kind of see that as a bit of a threat as he drops one of his friends and shoot an Eldritch Blast your way. But 14 doesn't hit you apparently, which is lucky because that was a max damage roll. And yeah, he doesn't have any bonus actions or anything, so he is done. This guy is dead, so it makes it Aaron's turn. What would you like to do, sir?
shots at him.
Yep.
And just, stab him.
Stabby. Makes sense. The classic. That does hit for 9 points of damage.
And I get to do another attack this time, don't
You
I?
do, as a bonus action, you can do another attack. That is going
That's
to
gonna
miss,
miss.
unfortunately. He wisens up a little bit and sees this second one coming and just manages to kind of duck out the way of it. Anything else for you, mate?
No, thanks.
Cool. This dude sees this new challenge appear, and he's going to do the exact same. He's going to shoot an Eldritch Blast over towards you for a 12 total, which is also going to miss because you boys are sneaky. Gilbert, it's your turn.
Okay.
And I'm so glad that Sean's keeping watch outside of the this little area, just in case any more turn up.
You never know.
Indeed.
Cody might decide he's not tired anymore and he'll show up.
Right at the end, just to do the historic, like the heroic.
Get the final kill.
Yeah.
That is going to miss, unfortunately. Is that everything for you?
Yep.
Yeah. This guy is going to rush in here. You see he draws like a scimitar from his side. And he's going to take a swing. Oh, and does hit for 6 points of slashing damage. As he slices across like the side of one of your arms and just catches you. And you feel a bit of blood begin to run from there. This cultist that's here has seen a halfling kind of appear and disappear around the corner, and is getting a little confused with what's going on there. Let me just see what he's going to do here. Yeah, go on then. He is going to target himself and cast a spell. And you see like a field of black energy kind of begin to swirl around him as he seems to have some sort of protection form on his body. But that is all he's going to do. And he is actually going to move this direction as well. Towards the figure he's seen. This guy is going to swing his scimitar down at Eren in an attempt to kind of get him. For 12 total. And you kind of easily see it coming. And with one of these psychic blades, managed to deflect the blow. Brannon, it is your turn. You are stood next to a hedge.
Cool. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Bonus action dash. 15, 20, 25. Hey. Hi, everybody. I will take a shot at the guy next to Eren. That's not good though.
That is a miss, unfortunately. Eren, you kind of see an arrow land about two centimeters from your right foot and just snap in half as it hits the stonework. You're not sure where it came from.
I dash back around here with my last movement.
Makes sense. Scritch, it's your turn.
Yeah. Sorry, I was having a quick think of what I want to do. I'm going to just bash this guy with quarterstaff.
Makes sense. That'll definitely hit.
Yeah. Be good.
Definitely does some damage.
And then, because I'm actually quite injured, I'm going to pull out my my jit and use it. I don't know why. It's not an attack, so ignore the roll.
Yeah, it doesn't do an attack.
What a waste of a 20. Can I have the 20 for the next roll, please?
Totally.
But I've got +1 AC, so functionally 17 AC, not 16.
Yeah.
And I've used my reaction to give someone disadvantage.
To give someone disadvantage, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. Is that everything?
Yeah, that's my bonus action, so.
Cool. That's only on melee. Yeah, melee weapon attack, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally it's like a parrying thing.
Yeah, it's a parrying dagger, yeah. Well, this guy was going to shoot an Eldritch Blast at you, but this rogue has got in the way. So, he's going to probably shoot one at him instead. Because, yeah, he can't see Brannon, because Brannon's ducked around a corner.
Is the jet a homebrew thing? Or is it
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Kind of.
I just wondered, because it doesn't matter then in that case.
What's up?
It's it is I think slightly different to what it's a homebrew item no matter what, I think.
That's cool.
There was a parrying dagger. There was an article for that on like the D&D wiki, whatever, that I think was a homebrew, but we tweaked it a little bit because it seemed like it should at least have a function of some kind.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's going to shoot an Eldritch Blast at Aaron.
It's a parrying. It's based off of a parrying dagger variant homebrew.
Yeah.
Why did you say that, Sam?
Purely because I was going to ask a rules question, but if it's homebrew, it doesn't matter.
Okay, fine. Just because I just realised actually using that might be too powerful as an item. I'm just thinking, like, as just like a generic, like, basic item, being able to use a reaction to give disadvantage seems ridiculous because you don't often use reaction very often.
How many uses of a day?
As many, it's unlimited, so it's like if you use your bonus action to increase your armor class, you get a free cloak of this, whatever it is. Cloak of...
No, it's fine, right? Because you have to use your bonus action on your turn to be able to use the reaction, and as a monk, you use your bonus action every turn, right?
Cloak of displacement.
I don't think it's too unbalanced.
Let's see.
I think it's fine because if you're going to use it, you only get to make one attack.
Yeah. As with all of my homebrew items, I reserve the right to change them at some point if I decide they're too strong.
I still want to keep the JIT as an item, and I think like the bonus action for extra armor class is like a good half.
Yeah.
Second half. Yeah. If it's too much, we'll change it.
Yeah, exactly. This guy shoots an Eldritch Blast and does hit Aaron for 7 points of damage, and is going to move his way down this way because he thinks he sees somebody slinking around in the shadows. I wonder who. Aaron, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I am Aaron.
Yes, you are. Correct. That is gonna hit for 7 points of psychic damage.
I
have a suggestion, by the way, for the JIT to make it easier, or like probably the same power level but just slightly different. No, worse actually, Jake, because it gets too powerful. My suggestion is just to make the JIT a monk weapon that is just the patient defense feat, bonus action to take the dodge action, spending a key point, but get a +1 armor class. So it's like slightly better patient defense. But it consumes key. But it's a monk weapon, I can't really use it very often because keys hard.
Either way, it's still legit.
I don't think it's too. No, that'd
be my suggestion if you want to nerf it, is to make it a monk weapon and do that.
I'm perfectly happy with how it is at the moment. We'll see, I guess.
I'm very upset with the lack of reaction there. Carry on.
What did you say?
He said it's legit.
Oh, legit. Legit.
He clearly wanted to speak French.
Indeed. Move on.
As a response to that, I'm going to try and kill one of you guys.
Sorry, whoever dies now, it's my fault.
This guy's going to move his 30 feet this way and shoot an Eldritch Blast at the thing it can see quite clearly. This little bird man.
Oh, what?
For 7 points of force damage.
That's A, that's a lot. B, can I actually use my I presume I can't. Ah, it's not a weapon attack, is it? It's a spell attack.
Gilbert, what's up with these fools that just run into a fight?
I'm like nearly dead, so I just will warn you. I actually am like very close to dying. It might be helpful to have some healing.
If only your bard had some spell slots left.
Still needs longer than a short
He
rest.
did forewarn us of that, yeah.
Well, wait. Yeah, I sort of feel about that.
It's all good. It's fine.
Mr. Gilbert, you're up. That'll hit. 6 points of damage.
He's got 4 to make 5, 10, 15, 20. End of go.
Cool. So this guy's just going to swing his scimitar again. Which does hit for 4 points of slashing damage as he kind of brings it, and this time manages to bring it across your stomach, Scritch, as he brings this blade across. This dude is pretty comfortable with his armor and has definitely just seen a small fella poke his head around the corner. So he's going to step around this way, and he gets an eye on you, Gilbert. And is going to cast a spell. It's going to cast Sacred Flame on you. So I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Who?
If that's going to let you. I don't know if it's going to let you click that thing or not.
It's something come up.
10, yeah?
Did a different, yeah.
That is a fail. So you take 6 points of radiant damage. Sorry, not radiant damage because he's evil. Necrotic damage.
I think you have DC again, though.
Bloody hell. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I may have heard that a second actually. Is this guy next to me gone yet?
No. No,
Okay.
he's still alive.
Cool. That's good.
Sorry, my Discord did the thing where it disconnects me and rejoins me about 1,000,000 times on my side.
No, I meant to. Is he taking his turn yet? This guy.
That guy next to you, yeah, he flashed you with his scimitar.
I meant to use my reaction to do the disadvantage thing for
Oh.
but I forgot.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't die. Very close to it.
Yeah, you'll be all right. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, I'll die.
Yeah, exactly.
Very close.
But yeah, Gilbert, you take 6 points of necrotic damage as this kind of burst of this flame kind of forms around you. This dude is going to try and stab the rogue. He's barely holding on. Actually, yeah, he's going to stab the rogue. Which does hit for 7 points of slashing damage. He brings his scimitar across. Brannon, you're up.
How abusive can I be of bonus actions, etc.? As in, I didn't hide last time. If I hide now, do I still have advantage this turn?
Yeah, you're hidden.
Yeah, splendid. Cool. I will use my bonus action to hide then.
Make a stealth check for me.
Sure.
Yep, you're hidden.
Cool. Right. I'm going to use my abilities as a rogue to put my mouse over everyone's tokens quickly. to assess the situation. Okay, cool. I will short bow the guy who stood next to Scritch.
Yeah, go for it. You have advantage because you're
I
hidden.
do, and I forgot to hold Alt.
You can roll another d20 for me if you like, see if it's 20.
Sure. It's not.
Doesn't matter anyway. It was enough to kill him. He had 8 hit points left.
Tremendous. Tremendous.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You do get to sneak attack. Obviously, he is already dead. I don't know how your Wells from the Grave thing works or how many times you can use it.
I've got no uses left at the moment, so
Yeah.
that's cool.
Couldn't remember how many you got.
Then I will. Yeah, I'll just close down this guy that's near me. Sort of put my short bow back onto my back.
So I'm gonna go 5.
Brave man. Sorry, Brandon, not you.
3, 10, 50, 15 to there. Have a quick look at my things. What's the distance on these 20 feet? 20 to there. That's 20 feet, isn't it? Throw a wing at him and probably miss. Yeah.
That does miss,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
that's fine. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and chuck a healing potion.
Yeah, go for it.
I have to actually manually just do roll.
Yeah, mine aren't automated for some reason.
Hey,
But that is pretty good rolls.
pretty good.
You can
Yeah.
heal 10 hit points.
How do I do that? Just type in this. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool. I'm
Is
done.
that everything for you, yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome. This fella doesn't like that you've just come to gang up on his friend, Brandon, and he's going to come down and give him a hand.
Whatever.
That's right, Brandon's immortal, so...
Spoilers.
No, he ain't immortal, but he is quick, because he dodges out the way of that blow. So, Aaron, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I am Aaron.
Yeah, that'll hit. That'll kill him.
Right into like the middle of the forehead. Like right in between the eyes. That's where I stab him. So now,
Nice.
yeah.
I'll as I see that, I'll call out and suggest that you go and chase down that guy that's pestering Gilbert.
I'm gonna move here. And then can I throw my second psychic blade
Absolutely.
at this guy.
Go for it. That actually, you throw it, and it's dead on course for the center of the chest, and you see it just impacts with just this field of kind of black energy, and does not seem to do any damage.
Oh. That's not fun. I don't know what I can do then.
Time
I
to use
can't
real
attack
weapons.
him. I don't want to use real weapons. I'm cool. I have pink blades. I can't move, by the way, now.
They are cool, but
That's
unfortunately,
the end of my
sometimes
turn.
cool is not enough.
I know. I end my turn. Wait, how do I end my turn? Oh, okay.
Also, you're playing D&D, so is it really cool? Actually, I think D&D is cool, isn't it? Like these days,
Yeah.
like more than it used to
Oh,
be.
bloody hell.
Hey, Jake, you still have internet issues? I'm gonna shoot us a yes. Yeah, I've lost connection with the server, so
Yeah, same.
Hello?
Oh, it's
hello.
back.
Can you hear? You are muted if you can't hear us. You're now in a private chat.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear us?
Yeah. My
So
Discord's doing its classic cock about.
I don't think it's Discord. I think it's actually your internet connection.
I was
Because
going to say, I think you
I've
guys
been-
all got kicked off
I've
for a
been
second.
really
Is that correct?
briefly kicked from your server twice during this combat. Yeah.
I think I saw you guys all disappear from it.
Yeah.
God know what's going on with it. Annoyingly, not a lot I can do about it at this
Oh, I
point.
didn't mark off patient feeding of my.
This cultist stood next to you, Brandon. He kind of watches this other guy swing a scimitar, and you just kind of duck out the way of it with very little issue. He thinks, well, maybe scimitar isn't the way to go. And you see him kind of bring up his hands towards his face, and this kind of green cloud appears in his hands. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me. I don't know if it's going to let you make one on that or not, but
No
we'll see.
problemo.
Oh, that does work. Oh, wonderful. And you succeed. You see him kind of spray this cloud of gas towards your face, but you completely avoid it. You are very constitution-y, if that's a word.
Constituted.
Sure. Yeah, we'll go with that. Gilbert, it's your turn. You have been attacked by this fella. Still going with the sling. It hits for 4 points of damage. Anything else for you? Misty's. Yeah. Whereabouts do you go? All the way down there, yeah?
I'm running
Makes
away.
sense. Erin, you just about see Gilbert just vanish after he slings here.
Right, okay.
Which unfortunately leaves this cultist here with very little in terms of target. He kind of steps out slightly this way, looks and can't see Gilbert anymore, and turns back to you. He's going to charge forward, and you see a somewhat similar like mass of this blackish energy forming in his hands as he charges towards you. But you see it coming, and you do know what this is, and you manage to use like one of your psychic blades to kind of push his arm out of the way, and this kind of dark energy like discharges off to the side of your head instead of straight into your neck, and you have a lucky miss there.
I'm such an idiot.
Is it?
Nice lump of
What is the
damage.
thing?
Ask Brannon, he knows.
Brandon, what? Oh, is it inflict wounds?
Hello. Yes.
Inflict
Cool.
wounds,
I'm gonna
okay.
pull my rapier of shadows out and attempt to attack this guy.
Makes sense, I suppose. I'm not going to
I've
judge you
been
for that.
completely forgetting about my crusher feat.
Ah.
That hits. Yeah, 8 points of damage.
Nice. And that is it for me.
No bonus action.
No bonus action that's worth taking.
Fair enough.
So I'm gonna go 5, 10, and look around and notice that there's nobody around. Really. Yeah. To 10, 20. What's this is 50. And then I'm gonna just lob another throwing wing at his house. I don't know why I pressed that button, but it shouldn't do anything. No, it didn't.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah.
You kind of curve it just slightly around Erin's shoulder, and this like sharpened wing impacts
Yeah.
in the side of this cultist. He kind of winces at the impact. Oh, he does need to make 2 concentration checks. 1 second.
It doesn't actually say what the damage is on it. That's a bit annoying, isn't it? I'm assuming it's like slashing damage or something. But
Yeah, D4 piercing damage?
yeah, sure. I mean, I think it's just a throwing star.
Yeah, it is
Which I-
piercing. It's the
Yeah.
same as darts.
Yeah, I think it might be a dart that it's just basically it's just a dart. It's just a fancy name for a dart
Yeah.
because
That's exactly what it is. Yeah,
theme. Yeah.
yeah. You do see as this impact hits, as he winces, you see there was like a small amount of energy kind of coalesced across him, and this kind of blackish barrier energy that seemed to be around him does drop.
Oh,
Let's go, Aaron.
Is that everything for you?
move, do an attack. I can't do a bonus action that's going to be any good. I don't think. Oh, I mean, I'll just put out my JIT and do a bonus action for my JIT just in case
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
happens.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. This dude is going to try and stab the rogue.
Which one?
The the sad-looking one. It does hit.
I thought Sean wasn't playing tonight.
That's true. It does hit for 5 points of damage as he kind of brings it and just glances it along the side of your rapier and just slides it down just enough to kind of slash at your arm slightly. Aaron, it is your turn. This guy's come along and he means business. What do you do?
I'm like, you're really mean. And I try and slice him. Does that hit?
You succeed in slicing him, and he takes 9 points of damage.
More hit.
You again succeed in slicing him, and he takes another 6 points of damage.
Is he dead?
No, he is still standing.
I don't like him. Can I bonk him on the head with my hammer?
Unfortunately not.
Do you have a hammer?
I have a crowbar and I have a hammer. It's part of my loot section. It's not a weapon.
It's just a tool to break into places, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Classic rogue
Right.
shit.
Can I tell him to take off my ring?
He doesn't seem that interested.
No, that was a joke. But yeah, that's my turn.
It's everything
Just
for you, is
slicing
it?
him. Yep.
Cool. This guy is gonna. Well, it didn't work out too well for him last time, so he's possibly gonna try something different. Crazy, I know. Yeah, he's gonna just attempt to swing his scimitar at you. For a 14, which does hit. That's your armor class. Unfortunate. Another 5 points of slashing damage.
Mhm.
He brings it across again. At this point, it manages to kind of cut along one of your legs. But that's everything for him. Mr. Gilbert, it's your turn.
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna peep around this corner quickly. Can't see him. So that's 10. I'm gonna use a dash action. So
Yeah, sure.
Another 35 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that everything?
Yeah. I'm guessing
Sure.
I couldn't jump the wall, could I?
No, this wall looks like it's about 6 feet high.
Okay, got that. Yeah, that's all I can do. I've kind of ran away.
Yeah, a little bit. Cool. It's this dude's turn then. And I mean, really, he only has one target here. So yeah, he's gonna turn to this rogue still, as he's holding on to his life here, and he's gonna cast inflict wounds. Oh, you're so lucky. Although actually, that was a terrible roll on both parts. And clearly wounded by this this attack on him. You see, he brings up his hand, and you just manage to just bat it out of the way with no issue. And this kind of mediocre kind of burst of this dark energy comes out from the side of his hand, but nothing of much excitement there. Brandon, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I was just carrying swing my rapier at that guy just above me.
That's a hit.
Nice. Yeah, I'll just carry on in combat with him.
I'll be back in a moment, but can I
My
wait?
God.
Hold on. Huh?
Your bowel bladder control is insane.
I'm sorry.
It's the 5th time you've disappeared in like 2 hours.
No, fourth time.
Oh, 4th, okay.
You have been eating a lot, so it's
That is
understandable. I'm gonna just run here.
Yep.
Bonk this dude on the head.
Yep.
For a good old bonking of
That does hit.
5 non-lethal damage.
Non-lethal damage. That is enough to knock him
Yeah,
unconscious.
so that's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Yeah.
45, 50. Let's give Brandon sneak
Forget
attack
you have
next turn.
50 feet of movement. It's ridiculous. You do
Not
still have a
shit.
bonus action to punch something if you want.
Oh shit, can I do that as well? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just punch this dude to death.
Kill
Oh.
him and last turn off my sneak
Yeah,
attack.
well,
no, hitting him makes sense.
yeah, I can't get any further, so
Does
just
hit.
give him a good punching for about 5 damage.
Not enough to kill
No,
him.
I didn't expect it to be enough.
So. Nearly, but not quite.
Enough to make my sneak attack irrelevant.
Yeah. I was trying, alright. Monk shit. Good, I'm done.
Where's Jake gone again?
No, I'm here. Don't you worry. This dude is confused now because he's got 2 targets. And ultimately, how wisdomous is he feeling? Yeah, he wants to run, so he runs. You guys both get opportunity attacks if you want them.
Sure.
You go first.
Yeah, that hits. I'm assuming that's lethal damage.
Absolutely.
He falls as he runs.
I go to do like a disablement, like palm strike type thing to him, but
Yeah.
as I do, he just sort of like collapses in front of me
Yeah.
with a sword sticking through
I
him.
was gonna say you just see the briefest like flash of dark metal protrude from his chest as he runs away.
He's disabled.
Yep,
Yeah.
he is now. Is Aaron back? That will be a no, I assume.
I don't know, he can spend all day in his room, then as soon as 7 PM hits around, he has to go for like a jolly every 10 minutes.
For a laugh, you should only put like 5 zombies surrounding him.
Oh yeah, that'd be hilarious. Let's do that. 1 second, I can probably do a bit better than that. Oh, do I not have it anymore? I used to have the stat block for an ancient black dragon. I was just gonna put 4 of them around him.
Luckily, you haven't put any dogs around him.
Oh, that's just dangerous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Poor dog.
Oh, I got my test result back. I am negative.
Oh, you're not full of the Rona.
No.
Oh,
Just full of something else, apparently.
just general non-specific illness instead.
Yeah.
Far less fun. You get far less sympathy.
I think I felt really shit Friday. Then yesterday it was like even worse, and like
Yeah.
one of the girls that works on my team at work has tested positive this week, and obviously
Yeah.
with Biffy Wednesday, I was like, this like
That's
just
not
the
a good omen.
The
is it?
paranoia was
Like,
just like hitting me a bit, but yeah, it's all good.
If it makes you feel better, given you only went Wednesday, it probably wouldn't have been time to show.
Excellent. No, that is a fair point. It's like
No, it might show
4
on tests,
days now.
but symptoms like high symptoms wouldn't have shown if you'd
Yeah.
caused it.
Yeah, you still
I
still
see,
would have
yeah.
still would have tested positive. You just wouldn't have had
Right,
symptoms.
yeah.
I think it's what was it? 10 days after you catch it that symptoms show up. Something like that.
That's 5 days, I think.
Is it 5 days?
Yeah.
Something like that. So like
It
there
might be
has to
5 to
be
10, yeah.
there's a certain amount of time where you'd
Yeah.
still have it and would test positive and could obviously give it to other people, but you don't have symptoms.
I see.
Yeah. So you and
You would have tested positive no matter what.
certainly if you'd given her coronavirus,
Oh
then
no,
there'd be absolutely no chance.
that wasn't my. She hasn't actually been at work. I think it's because
Oh right, sorry.
because I'd been in like a crowded place and I was feeling rough, and that was in my mind that she tested positive
Yeah.
as well. It was just like kind of I should probably just test to be sure.
Yeah. To be honest, we should probably test more often. Like everyone should probably test more often, but I just test like if I'm feeling a bit dodgy.
Yeah, I should almost certainly be doing more than I am, but they're not good fun.
How often are you in the classroom at the moment?
Yeah, it's actually not too bad. It was a lot worse like at the start of the year when I first got in there. We had like classes where like half the kids were off.
Yeah.
Now it's not really feeling like that. They're all kind of in. Like I don't know.
You're in secondary education, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my nephew who's in primary education, and my partner's niece who's also in primary education have both been off recently with coronavirus.
Oh really?
And us. Actually, I don't think that James managed to give it to his parents, but no, maybe she did. I can't remember. But Bella certainly did give it to her mum at least.
Yeah, we had when I first got in, we had 2 different teachers just in the science department that were off with it. But we're a full team now apparently, so
Yeah, obviously do what you like, but I think if I was working in childcare, in childcare or in education, I would be testing twice weekly.
I was
Or
going
at
to say
least-
that the recommendation is twice weekly.
Yeah, I think I would do that.
Is there any
it's-
requirement when you work in that environment to be testing? Or
These
No.
days, it's nothing.
They're not allowed to like go. Well, it's not that they don't go like, oh, show us
Yeah.
your 2 negative tests, blah blah blah. They don't even say anything to us about testing. Like nobody is going, oh, have you done your tests this week? Oh, are you doing tests or anything like that? Which probably doesn't help things because if they were, then I'd probably be on it better.
Yeah.
But like, part of me is just I forget to do it, and part of me is anytime I remember to do it, it's not a convenient time and I can't be bothered to do it. Like,
Yeah, the government have just decided that it doesn't really exist. So,
pretty much.
yeah.
well, yeah.
Is Cormac back yet?
Apparently not.
Oh, but yeah, right. Let's talk about something else fun. I don't know. Anyone else got COVID symptoms?
Yes, but we've discussed this.
Yeah. Nobody I know close to me has it, so that's depressing. Can't talk about that. Not good at conversation. Oh well. Ugh.
So anybody done anything interesting this weekend?
Other than realizing that I'm transitioning into becoming an old man, no.
You're very young still.
We
The
went.
hell have I came back to?
Oh yeah, we kind of had to just play it that you just took the dodge action on your turn because we kind of needed things to carry on. But yeah, these creatures have kind of gathered around you.
We decided to just leave you and we're gonna run away.
Yeah, they've kind of run off.
What the hell has gone on here?
So yeah, there's 4 giant spiders, 2 specters, a wolf, and 2 warlocks.
My God.
You're all good. It is your turn, however.
I thought
The-
that generally happened.
No, you're all good. Don't you worry. What would you like to do on your
God.
turn?
Wait, is this person down?
This guy down here seems to be
Oh,
the only
no, let me
cultist
just
you
do
can
that.
see left in this
Is
space.
he alive?
This one down here, yeah, he is still
Yeah.
standing.
Don't you know that I'm still standing? I'll
Beautiful.
take a dash. Cutting action dash.
Yeah. Oh,
And
here we
then-
go. Finally gonna have some sneak attacks from the boys.
From the boys.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Get the reggae horn.
No.
That does hit
Yay.
for 7 points of damage, and you can roll sneak attack.
Oh, baby.
Beautiful. He does not see it coming. Anything else for
Near
you?
death already.
He is near
No.
death. You do a significant chunk of damage. It's his turn, and he's going to weigh up his options as well, I suppose. He's still fighting to his last breath. So, and he fancies the new target. So he is going to, yeah, stabby. Which does hit for 3 points of slashing damage. Yeah, Mr. Gilbert, it's your turn. Oh, I just seen where you are. Swear to God. Yet another combat ends by Shane getting the final blow
boy.
with a sling. For what it's worth, this guy will get a bonus to his AC because he is behind 2 of your friends.
That doesn't matter, Shifty.
It quite literally doesn't matter. And that is enough to knock this guy unconscious. God's sake.
Amazing.
This man and his sling are unbeatable, honestly. Fantastic.
After combat, I go up to Brandon and say that I don't always agree with lethal damage because I was always taught to practice restraint and to practice besting your opponent, not killing them or hurting them. But I appreciate what you did for me, and I appreciate you having my back, and I won't forget it.
Brandon just
Partridge shrug.
no, Brandon does
I mean,
not.
that'd be
touch
quite
himself.
fitting, actually. I think.
Brandon just sort of nods. Bit unsure on what to respond. I think.
How many did we do non-lethal to?
So, if I'm remembering right, this guy, and this guy are not dead. It helps I can remove the dead people.
And also, I'll go around and pick up my 2 throwing wings. Is that possible?
Yes.
Can I pick up 2
roll...
of my arrows? Oh, gone.
Yeah, roll a. Just roll a d20 for me, both of you guys.
Curious.
Oops.
Yeah, Brandon, you pick up both your arrows. Scritch, one of your throwing wings, you see where it's like impacted with the stonework has split in half, so you can pick up one.
Can I pick up the broken one as well?
You can pick up the broken one, yeah. It looks like it would be quite hard to throw it with any kind of accuracy.
Oh no, I'm not keeping it as inventory.
Yeah.
I might use it if I find a smith to
Yeah.
show him 2 halves and leave it with him, so you can use the 2 halves put together as a template to make more.
I mean, technically, it is now just 2 smaller throwing wings, but
yeah. Yeah, no,
But
that's
yeah,
absolutely fine. Yeah, I've got the broken. I'm not putting my inventory, but I do have the broken one if I ever want
yeah.
to try and fix it or something. Okay, so the main dude isn't dead. That's quite cool.
No, you managed to keep him alive.
Okay, the
So.
stuff left around. What is it?
So this stuff kind of set around the statue in the middle here. You see a lot of different like what looks to be like almost like glass vials, with a dark reddish brown liquid in. There's some dark crystal looking objects, like natural grown crystals almost, but these large kind of shapes in this crystal. And there's what look to be like symbols drawn in a black chalk.
I think first thing we should do probably is get Sean to drink one of these vials.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Yeah.
If anyone can take it, you know.
He's probably got the best constitution.
It probably has to be fair. Okay.
Our first thing we probably should do is tie these guys up and interrogate them as quick as possible.
Especially the guy, like the main guy, is actually not dead, so he would be the main guy to talk to.
That is true.
Yeah, you tying them up then.
Yeah.
Cool. Considering the amount of people you have tied up at this point, who has rope?
Sure.
I do not.
I technically have 50 feet of hempen rope. However, I'm also willing to use their clothes to tie them up.
Cool.
Ooh. Yeah, to be fair, it looks like between the lot of you, you would have enough rope to kind of not worry about it still, so that's fine. Yeah, you managed to tie the three of them up without any issue. They are still unconscious.
I put the guy's coat on backwards and then tie the arms up behind his back.
Gather them all there for you, so you've got them.
Yeah, I guess wake him up. I guess being the bard, Gilbert, you should do the talking.
Which one do you wake up?
I think this dude, the main dude.
Main dude. Sure.
Right, get behind him, Brandon.
Happily.
Brandon is behind him. He is not dead.
Is he awake now?
Yeah, you wake him up, and he kind of comes to consciousness. He looks up to you with this kind of
Greetings and salutations.
look of disgust.
My name is Gilbert, and you are, good sir?
He doesn't say a word. He kind of just he just stares into you, like.
You're not a morning person, once I see. Have we got any of those vials?
Have you got any? I mean, there's plenty around if you want one.
Oh, you must be thirsty, and give him a vial.
What? Like are you trying to force him to drink it?
This vial is. He's being quiet.
He certainly would struggle and like move his head away to try and avoid drinking it.
I'll pull my dagger out from my belt and hold it to his throat and tell him to keep still.
He keeps still.
You not want to drink this vial?
Nope.
Nope. So what's your name, good sir?
Can I go?
It's right if you're doing something while I'm doing it. You could do it while I'm talking.
I was just gonna the dagger. I'll just sort of hold it right up to the sort of skin of his neck. Like I'm not trying to slit his throat, but like clearly to intimidate as much as possible. I'll just say, my short friend here might not be tall in stature, but I suggest you probably want to cooperate with his questions.
Make an intimidation check for me.
I will. Apparently, a blade to the throat is not that scary.
Apparently not. So
Just
sorry.
ask
What?
Lou back a second.
Yeah, no worries. What did you ask him, Chair?
For his name and what they were doing.
He as he's kind of sat there, and he's got that dagger to his throat, but he looks up at you, and again you can see these like purple eyes, like these glowing purple eyes under the hood. She goes, I have no need for a name, not anymore. We're we're fulfilling the master's orders. You don't need to know any more than that.
Is that the dwarf guy come with the dwarf? Is he your master?
Dwarf?
Yeah, there
We
was
don't
8 of them. I was sent here on a bounty to kill him. Just trying to find him and go again.
we don't serve a dwarf.
The other 7 were locked up. We've got them already. We're just looking for one more.
Well, unfortunately, the job might be done for you in that case. But
Do you know
I don't
where
know.
the body
Stick
is?
around. Stick around. You might find out.
Whereabouts?
I couldn't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't know where to send you. I'm afraid.
Or would you prefer to drink this vial?
I'd rather not.
It's a dwarf.
Make a persuasion check.
I was gonna persuade
Or
you.
yeah, persuasion or intimidation. If you're going for intimidating, go for
I'll go for intimidating because I'm more intimidating than old Brandon there. I get
Yeah,
+4.
slightly.
I get +4.
Nice.
He kind of looks up. He goes, "Ah, we've got the dwarfs. I don't know where they keep the bodies or anything like that. We don't. We have no need for them once they've been used." If you're gonna kill me, just kill me.
Very helpful, are you? You're giving me incentive to keep you alive.
Well, you see, I figure even if I tell you what you want to hear, I'm a dead man.
No, I am a man of my word.
I want to call this bluff. If you thought we were going to kill you regardless, you wouldn't answer any of our questions.
Well, some questions are fun to answer, I suppose.
Okay then, floating purple rocks.
Floating purple rocks. I'm afraid you're gonna have to be slightly clearer in your questioning. Is this your first time intimidating someone? Interrogating, you know?
I don't slit his throat, but I force the blade in, draw blood.
Yeah, and you feel him kind of tense up slightly as you do. You see like a slight trickle of blood kind of start to run down the blade. He goes, "See,
I accidentally, on purpose, flick a bit of this vial into his eyes.
flick the
Christ.
vial into his eyes."
Or open, just like go, ooh,
Hold on, you accidentally.
accidentally on purpose.
Right.
Yeah, sure. I mean, his eyes they're this bright purple still, and they that doesn't go away. But you see some kind of like movement behind them. It looks like he's blinking or something. But he does flinch ever so slightly and move back into like Brannon a little bit. Like lean back into him as you do it.
There's a hand jolting away and that lot. So, Mr. Purple Eye Man, who's not given me his name. Where's the old Dark Eye guy anyway? He owes me 10 gold for a bet we did.
So you know his disciple.
Just partly. He owes me money.
He owes nobody anything.
I did it.
We owe him everything.
Well, that's the different position you and I am in. Hence, you're on your knees and I'm not.
Well, I'm sure he'll come by soon enough. So, and then you can meet him and meet the master.
Ah, fuck you, man. When you see Piratiel on the other side, tell him we're coming for him. I'll slit his throat.
Oh, yeah.
Let me guess, he gave no information that's useful in any way, shape, or form.
He said his favourite food was fried chicken, and that upset Brannon.
That's wholly accurate. I'm going to add that to the session notes right now.
Not sure if being serious or not.
He
Oh
did
no,
not.
you missed all of that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to once again make my case that I don't think I'm a murder hobo. You did miss the whole conversation. I didn't just sit there and then kill him. I promise.
No, I literally came back for you murdering him. I figured he just said nothing because all these fucking cultists never say anything useful. It's just
He repeatedly challenged Brannon's interrogation skills, and I
manhood.
guess I didn't take that very well. Yeah.
Okay.
all right, fair enough. But I don't care that you can kill him. My main question is, did we get anything useful? And I think the answer is probably still no, right?
They might have killed the dwarf. They might not have. That's
Oh,
pretty
fuck's
much
sake.
the extent
Fucking
of what we
hate-
got.
I hate cultists.
Gonna say,
Sorry, I'm in a really sweary mood. I really can't stand pissing cultists.
Now you
Who always
understand.
just have nothing to say.
possibly 80% he's dead, 20% he was lying.
Are those other two conscious? They still unconscious?
They're conscious. They're unconscious.
They're unconscious at the moment, yeah.
Shame.
Just wake them up, and then just I don't fucking bloody hate cultists. So do you have any information at all about like what we're doing next, where to go next? Did you get anything from him? Anything at all?
We'll hear another one. He basically said the dwarf may be dead and that the master may be here soon, or the dwarf may be here soon.
Who's the master?
The black-eyed guy, or was he the disciple?
Yeah, so
We don't
to
even
sum it
fucking
up,
know
because
that.
Charlie wasn't here. So yeah, he talked about. Gilbert asked him about if the black-eyed guy was going to show up, and he mentioned the disciple. Once that was brought up, the master as well, and said that they would, if you guys stuck around, you would see them soon. And yeah, made a few vague comments about how
What's the
Brandon
demon called
wasn't doing a
again?
good job.
Purital, right? We didn't ask like where they'll be coming to. No, just no idea. Just killed them.
Oh.
Hold on.
Brandon walks over to one of the unconscious ones. And I'm gonna, if anyone wants to like totally like stop this, they're absolutely fine. But kicks him in the stomach quite hard, try and bring him to consciousness.
Yeah, he absolutely comes to consciousness. He is incapacitated like the rest, but conscious.
Before he's got like any real chance to like come to his senses or anything, sort of pick him up by like the back of his collar and just sort of not pull him up onto his feet, but just sort of lift him up off the ground just enough that his head's like, you know, pulled up a little bit to look at the guy with the slit throat next to him.
Yeah, and this guy seems a lot more scared of you, I suppose, in this situation.
So a minor illusion, like when someone else like he's on with rabies, like coming out of his mouth, like white foam of Brandon's mouth.
On Brannon.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, you could do that.
Make him look even more intimidating this time.
Yeah, he looks a bit vicious. With that, I suppose.
Oh, you don't want to upset this guy. Oh.
Yeah, I mean he comes to consciousness, is staring up at Brannon, I guess at this point. Goes, what do you want? What do you want?
You got 5 dead friends in this little meeting of yours. If you don't want to be the 6th, you'll tell us who the disciple is, where the fuck the dwarf leader is, and where your big demon dudes come in.
Oh God. Okay. So, Oh God, the disciples, that's Axorus. He's the first of us. He. Oh, I shouldn't be saying this. I shouldn't be saying any more.
Punch him in the stomach.
Make an intimidation check with advantage because of the rabies face.
Go rabies face.
Not great, apparently.
Yeah. Well, he's not exactly in the best position to argue with all things considered. But yeah, and he goes, what the, which dwarf? We had the we had the dwarves. They're in the inn, the inn on the west side of town.
The other one, the one that got taken away from the other 7, the 8th one.
He was part of a. They needed the blood. They're part of a ritual.
You guys and blood, it's so bloody tiresome.
Your
What-
blood.
I've had enough of blood.
I sort
Well,
of force his face back down onto the ground, just push him away. I walk over to the other one, the last unconscious one.
Yeah.
I'll say, yeah, I pull my dagger out again, hold it to the back of his friend, to the back of like his neck. Just say, is this guy worth anything to you?
And he looks over to him and he goes, "What? No, I barely know him." Like,
Slit his throat.
ooh, yeah. He's dead. He goes, why'd you do that for?
Do I see tears coming down Rich's eyes?
No.
I point at Gilbert, and I just say, I'm pretty pissed off this morning. This dude, he's the angry one in our little group here. Puartiel, when's he coming? Where's he coming? And if you don't answer with no more stuttering, lies, or distraction from the answer, you can go and meet him now.
I'll get you to make another intimidation check with advantage.
Is it... Puretel's a demon, right?
Puartiel, yeah, you
Yeah,
recognised, yeah, is the name of an archdemon.
Demon. I say, well, technically, it's a demon, not a devil, so probably unlikely to meet him.
And he looks up at you definitely with that result. He looks up around and he goes, I can tell you everything you need to know. I can tell you everything you need to know. Just please. This ritual, this ritual we're preparing here, it's to bring him back through. We're making another anchor. When we make the anchors, he gets to come through, and this one should be the last one. He should be able to come through. This would be our 4th anchor. That's enough.
Third anchor, sorry, I think you find.
Well, no. There's the one. There's the one by the inn. There's the one in the manor. There's the one in the high rises, and then this would be the 4th.
And it's gone.
Yeah, no, I'll say, Brandon, did you see one in the manor? I don't think I saw one in the manor.
I did see one, Scritch, but I think that's the one you fucking blew up.
Oh, that. I guess there's only 3 then.
He looks around at you guys as he's kind of there. He goes, "Well, I guess that slows things down, but."
But what inn? What inn is it? What inn is the one? Is there one by?
Oh, the inn with the dwarves.
Are you kidding me? We just walked past that one. We just left it. It's like we just like round the back of the inn, and we just like in the car park, and we didn't even look.
No. You misunderstand, my friend. It's not at the inn. That's kind of the nearest landmark. It's hard to describe otherwise.
I don't feel so bad then.
Well,
It's like,
you might start to find it pretty easier soon. I go kneel over him now, like mount him with the dagger to his throat.
When you do anything like that, I'm going to try and stop you killing him.
Okay.
He goes, "Please, sir, please. I'm trying to help. Like,
I pushed Brandon off of him. Then I punch him in the face. Not Brandon. I punched the dude in the face, like enough to knock him out.
yeah, easily doable. He is
That's what we need
he
to
is
do.
unconscious again.
And then I say to Brandon, like, I've knocked him out. So we just take a second. Do you really need to kill this guy? If you want any more information, we get any more information about him. But I just want to have like a little timeout.
I think Brandon initially responds when you push him over. He probably gets up and squares up with you.
Yeah, I say what I just said.
Fight.
Brandon just turns his back and walks a walks a couple of steps away and starts pacing back and forth.
All I'm saying is just exercise restraint, exercise mercy.
Fuck mercy, man. They want to bring a demon, a devil, whatever the fuck you want to call him.
Indeed. But we are not our enemies, and we need to show that we are not our enemies, to show that we are better than them. But,
You're not our enemies. You're better than them. Fine.
oh, thank you.
You don't get to talk for all of us.
Alright, in that case, I understand. My second point, if you're not going to learn to show mercy, which is okay, we'll work on that. I believe that my teachings eventually you will understand. Is that we should make sure before you decide to get angry. I understand that your emotions are useful to you. We should make sure that we've got all the information we want out of this guy. He seems willing to talk.
I turn to Gilbert. I say, get what you need from him. Let's go.
Okay. So we'll wake him back up again.
Yeah, you can wake him back up. He's slightly harder to wake up this time, but he does wake up.
Poor guy.
looks back up to the halfling, and you can see in his eyes now he's a bit dazed with everything that's going on. He looks back over.
Dwarf. Where is he?
I don't know.
The 8th dwarf.
I don't know.
Guy's about to kill you.
Like, they normally just there's so many buildings in this place. Nobody uses them all. They'll just have put
Where are they getting his blood drained from?
his body. We've got the blood. We've got gallons of the stuff.
Brandon turns to Erin and gestures at the vials.
Oh, these
The
blood.
vials? What vials, huh?
These vials of browny reddish liquid.
Oh, these
Do you
blood.
want me to drink it?
No! Absolutely not.
What do you want me to do with
I
the
will
brown?
drink it.
Oh. Well, then he can drink it.
He may need your help.
Wait, who's drinking it? I'm confused.
Okay, I'll go up to the guy and say open wide.
I mean, this isn't what I intended, but
He looks terrified as this creature comes over with a vial of what he knows to be blood. And he goes, whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Okay, I won't then. I was told that you wanted it.
I'm a little bit disappointed that we were all so slow on picking it up, or was it just me?
We were really slow. I thought it was acid or poison.
Oh, I thought it was blood.
I totally never got that until about 10 seconds ago.
I thought it was blood.
Oh, so blood.
Yes. Yeah, blood. That's a key
All of
part in a lot of
the
rituals.
White dwarf's blood, or
I point to the blood and I say to Brandon that, see, there's been quite enough blood spilled already today. There's no
Brandon,
need to
how
spill
about you
any
have
more.
the blood?
Brandon sort of goes to respond to Scritch and just sort of like, just almost sort of like just kick some of the dust around on the ground, like.
I feel like I'm getting to you.
It's good.
It
It's
might
good.
not be. I feel that way. Not getting to you in an antagonistic way. I mean, it's in like getting through to you.
you're
To be fair,
winning morally.
Oh, it's not a winning. No, I'm just trying to convince you that there is another way to view life, less murderously.
I like the murder. Shame, not Gilbert.
I'm not mad that you killed the guys. I just think it's not always necessary.
How are you
But I've
gonna,
also come to the conclusion that it is necessary sometimes.
um,
So
how are you going to be using this blood to resurrect the mate? Do the vials explode over by the altar, or
They're all part of the ritual. Yeah. Um, we have a fair bit of it. We don't need all of it, but it's always good to have excess.
okay? Let's go and collect them and put them in a little bag.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if you go around and try and pick, there is probably a good 40, 45 vials of blood
Can I do
around.
John to carry?
Sure.
Because firstly, it would be funny when he logs on his character and sees 45 vials of blood.
Yeah, I am going to put them on his character
I
sheet
don't
just for fun.
think I'll be able to carry them. Could be blood, could be healing potions. Sean might get confused.
So we haven't seen another one of those stones in this area, have we, so far? Where we are at the minute.
What, one of the obelisks?
Yeah.
it's not been constructed yet, or summoned, or however.
Cool, yeah.
Obelisk.
Yeah. So in theory, what we need to go do is go back to the inn with where the doors were, find the other one, smash it up, go to the high rise, smash that one up, and then probably kill Axorus. Axes are us.
Asterix.
Did Scritch say he wants us to kill someone?
I did pick up on that, yeah.
I mean, metaphor. I'm not kill. I mean,
Which is on the murder train.
best.
I think it's been the opposite way. Brandon's now influencing Scritch eventually.
Well, the point is that probably we will end up both influencing each other, right? Like I will start to understand that there are points in which there is no other option other than to kill.
Oh, this
And Brandon may-
this clearly ends with Scritch killing Brandon, right?
I
I
hope
think so,
not.
yeah. I think that's the only end game.
No, I like Brandon. Switch really likes Brandon, but he's just always a bit scared of him. It doesn't necessarily agree with his methods.
Can I ask, what happens if we destroy this obelisk?
Well, what obelisk, to be clear?
The one that they're putting us up around.
Oh,
Sean's
so-
outside with the valves.
Yeah, so this kind of ritual they've been doing here is just surrounding what looks to be like a stone statue. Doesn't seem like
That's wood.
similar in style to like the obelisks you guys have seen one of yet.
Scritch knows this god guy, devil guy. Sorry. Does it look like this statue?
I don't know.
You can
I-
make a religion check.
Oh, I'll get religion actually. Have I?
Scritch, because
Yeah.
he's been given this information.
Yeah.
Have I? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, 19.
Yeah, this statue does not seem to depict Poitiers, certainly. It looks to be it looks to be a statue of like Torm.
Oh. I say that's Tom. I think.
Statues are on the outside, pointing at the middle one.
Is anybody
they
a
are.
Tor-
They are.
is anybody a Tormite here?
Tormite.
Afraid not.
Brandon's
Which-
all about them gods.
Yeah, Brandon. Which god do you follow?
None of them.
How did I guess? What about you, Gilbert?
I would say Gilbert's not really been around religion to like follow any gods.
Oh man, none of you have faith. What about Aaron?
To be honest, I don't even know. Never mind. I don't want to go into it, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, you invented your character, so you know if your character is religious or not.
Well,
It could be
yes,
his
but
backstory
no.
doesn't tell you, Charlie, in a sense.
Sorry?
It could be his backstory he doesn't want to reveal yet.
Yeah.
I mean, all he says is yes, but no.
Yes, but no.
Sean presumably lost his faith at the same time he lost his wife, so...
Yep.
Well, Cody's not here to say it, so I might as well do it for him.
Although, to be fair, also, like, Squitch is also not really religious.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my monk doesn't know anything about the world, so...
Well, like, I'm like, yeah, it's like if you take the aspects of Buddhism, which are like the non-religious aspects, because Buddhism is different aspects than spiritualism. Like, I worship an idea, a concept, rather than worshipping a god.
My
No,
character
I
doesn't
believe
know.
gods exist. I don't worship one. So actually, we're a very weirdly non-religious party. No one is particularly like following a particular god.
Never really built a character following God and religious for like the story arc. Maybe I'll do that next time. We'll build a character that's religious.
But I mean, Bryn had a bit of a side story to do with his religion. He was quite religious. Anyway, okay, cool. So, we've kept all the blood, right? We should go somewhere, either the high rise or the other one, and we should probably also take a long rest ASAP. I don't really know how to take a long rest in this like massive encounter area, but I'm quite desperate to rest. Well, I'm more desperate for Gilbert to rest, really, but I'd also love a rest myself. I could get by with one more short rest before I'm out of like short rests. I'm like half dead at the moment.
Are we going to destroy this thing first, or are we just going to steal all the vials of blood?
Well,
There's
it's
nothing
not.
here to destroy.
Yeah, it's just a statue. They haven't done the ritual yet here. That's what. Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. It certainly feels like they have not completed whatever they were doing here.
No, we got there first.
There's no anchor has been created here.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask this guy, what if we release him, what's he going to do?
I don't know. I didn't really think that far in advance. I didn't think you'd ever release me. Well, I don't know. What would you want me to do?
That isn't the question, because you could not do it, aren't you?
We can't release him because he's just going to run off to his little culty friends and say.
So would you leave the town, or
If you want me to leave the town, I'll leave the town.
like inside checked him to see if he would actually leave or if he would not?
Yeah, go for it.
Truthful. I do not have a good read.
I was gonna say he's hard to read. You're not quite sure.
Did Brandon kill the other guy as well? So the two are dead.
Yeah, he is the only living person left.
So
Scritch has come to the conclusion that if he doesn't see Brannon kill anybody, then it didn't necessarily happen. So I just walk past Brannon, like on the way out to like one of these. I mean, this isn't like really reminiscent, like realistic where we've laid out here. Like walk past Brannon on the way to like go out of one of these things and like look around outside, and just mutter like almost quietly under my breath, like "Do what you must," and then just walk out. And I'm sort of like gonna scout around here for a couple of minutes, and then I'll come back again. If he's dead, I'm sure there was a struggle, and I'm sure that it was necessary to kill him. And if he's not dead, then that's also fine.
Brandon walks over to him, sort of stands over him, mounts him for a second, and says, if you got any contact with Pure RTL, tell him I'm gonna do this fucking same to him, and I'll slit his throat.
Nice.
What a badass.
I'm not gonna lie, Gilbert was actually happy to free him.
Then he gets up and looks like Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man,
Hey, I
breathes
found-
horribly.
What?
Makes sense, yeah.
Huh? I heard Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 3.
Well, I'm just
Yeah.
becoming an edgelord, Cormac.
Yeah.
But it's fine
Yeah.
because it's what his character would do, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
That is the line.
I walk over here because I was like looking at the statues and stuff, all these statues, and I'm like that guy.
I will leave with Screech.
You liked him?
He seemed cool.
He didn't seem cool. He seemed like a bellend, but
Yeah, we need to
Yeah.
talk about your definition of cool, Aaron.
after a few more minutes, I mean, I hear this happen, right? Like I hear like the sound, whatever, and the sound of
You
the
would
blade,
probably hear something, yeah.
and I sort of like grimace, like to myself, knowing what's happened. But I'm like, if I didn't see it, I can plead ignorance, and I walk back in after a few minutes of like giving Brandon time to, I'll just say something like, "Oh, that was unfortunate," and then
As Scritch
Should we-
comes back in, Brandon looks at Scritch and says, I'm sorry. And then he turns and walks away himself.
why are you sorry?
He said he liked to eat chicken.
I'm just a militant vegan.
He wanted to eat Screech for dinner. That was.
You realize I'm not a chicken, right?
He had some chicken wings.
Yeah, but I'm not a chicken.
You're not?
Jesus, oh my goodness, mind blown.
I didn't realise it was blood. Didn't...
Calling Kenku a chicken is like akin to a similar thing in the real world, which I won't talk about, but like would be probably considered
Yes.
fairly racist.
Little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the plan, gents?
I guess we're going back to the inn.
I think we probably are, yeah.
What, you're not going to stick around and wait to meet Party L?
We're gonna go and destroy some of the anchors.
We go to the inn, we find the anchor there, we can long rest in the basement there, which is relatively
Ye-
secure.
Yeah, maybe I think that's probably the best way, isn't it? I was thinking like, can we find somewhere in the high rise because it's quite big to like maybe we could find a room in like, but I think the inn's a safer bet than that.
So the high rise feels quite likely to be.
Yeah, and there are two options, right? So let's go back there.
You're going back to the inn, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. I'm in agreement with the other folks in the party that that's the way to go.
Cool. Are you being sneaky on your way back to the inn?
Absolutely.
You'll make a group stealth check for me then, please.
Are you going to make us do the roll?
Oh, I suppose I can, can't I? That's the thing I can do. Oh dear.
Sorry.
Jesus.
I guess we'll just do it this way. Oh, yeah.
Oh, well,
there's
whatever.
If you click the little magic hand,
I don't have a magic hand. I don't think I have the right module.
no, it's part of Monk's
Grab
toolbar.
message roll. Shifty. Oh, bloody hell. This is a new fucking world, isn't it?
Yeah,
Look at this.
boy.
Oh my god.
Mind blown.
Apparently I'm dealing damage to someone still. Don't know how I'm doing that. Sure. Yeah, you guys are sneaky boys. The rogues are doing their job this time. But yeah, you managed to kind of sneak your way across town back to the inn. You guys are all inside it because why not?
Piano.
I was gonna say it doesn't look like it's been touched since you were last there. From an inspection. Um,
Oh, do I have to steal the keys to the place?
you do have the keys, yes.
Oh, cool.
Well,
We can go and take her upstairs.
I was gonna say you have the keys for the basement.
Is there an upstairs part?
There doesn't seem to be, no.
We're all gonna go and sit in the basement and rest inside the basement.
I don't think it's a bad shout.
Can we lock the basement from the inside?
You can go have a look and see. It looks like it does have an actual lock inbuilt to the hatch. It does look like it can be locked from either side.
Or we can just sleep inside all at the same time and keep it locked.
Sounds good.
Cool. I'm not going to bother going between maps and stuff because that seems silly.
They're gonna be outside the hatch door when we wake up.
But yeah, you guys can you can all take a long rest, which I'm sure you'll appreciate. Oh, drawing.
6 hit dice. Oh, 6 hit points. Christ. Very shifty thing was trying to work out how many hit dice he had.
I feel like this is one of the first times that we've done a long rest. Like in a very long time rest. Actually, like we had to do like multiple short rests and been like really low on resources before a long rest.
Yeah.
I think it's because
So-
towards the end of Storm King Thunder, we were just like so powerful, and all the encounters were like massive encounters that were like a big space away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was scary. Actually, I was a bit worried that if we ended up getting into another combat, it would not end well.
Right, I'm nice. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's like 5 to 10.
Oh yeah, that makes us yeah.
I know it's 5 minutes early, but that feels like a pretty good place to
Oh,
Yeah, it
I
does,
100% agree. Yeah,
stop, I think. I reckon. But yeah, I gave you guys XP for that, didn't I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did, yeah.
Cool. Happy days. For a successful interrogation, I'm gonna give you guys a little bonus
yay! Thank you.
Successful.
because I feel like you guys at least learned something.
I think Brandon and I are starting to learn about each other a bit more.
Yeah, I think you've worn him down. He's basically a changed man.
If we can end up in a situation where I am more comfortable with killing people and Brandon is more comfortable with not killing people by the end of this campaign, I think that would be a successful character arc.
I just really like the bad cop dynamic myself and Gilbert have going on.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks, gents.
Yeah, that was
Jolly
good.
good
Thank
fun.
you, Jake.
We shall pick up again on Sunday. I don't think there's any reason why we won't be playing.
Well, I definitely agree that we should just run with one of the few people, and then there's pretty much no Sundays that it won't run. I don't think.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that. The only thing, it kind of throws a spanner in the works for any kind of prepped encounters of like for tonight. Like I did have to edit that encounter even because you guys don't have a meat shield that you would normally have
That's what Aaron's there for.
if Sean's not here, and like
Hey, what's Aaron's role? I thought he was a meat shield too.
he's doing all right here, isn't he? But like anyone else not being there, it's I don't know. There's less of an impact because the rest of you guys are like
It's hard when you lose your sort of
or
front
damage,
line.
right? But yeah, like well, if you think how much we struggled when we played in real life because we had a monk, a ranger, and a cleric. Like
yeah.
there was nobody to soak up damage. Look how differently that went when we had the beast with us. You know.
Gilbert sneaks 4 meat shields in front of him.
Gilbert actually took damage for one of the first times in this entire campaign.
I literally legged it afterwards, and
Yeah, I would like to point out Gilbert literally took 6 points of damage while the rest of you took about 30, and he ran away from everything immediately after taking damage.
That is the style of the old bard.
It's what his character would do, guys. He
Nice.
would leave you all for dead. It's fine.
Unfortunately, currently, he possibly would.
Fair enough.
Okay, bye-bye then.
Oh, bye,
Bye bye,
Cormac.
Cormac.
Go to
Bye.
bed.
No,
Oh, that's rude.
I'm not gonna go to bed. Okay,
Well,
bye-bye.
I beg to differ.
No, Sam.
That told you, didn't it?
Yeah, shit.
So I'm trying to see if Kenku have a particular type of bird that they are sort of based on. They do not.
Raven folk, I believe, is what they used
They were
to
raven
be.
folk in old editions, yeah.
Yeah.
Were they? There we are. Yeah, so
Yeah.
definitely not a pissing chicken. Thank you very much.
I mean, raven, chicken,
Not-
basically the
not-
same thing, you know.
No. The
I mean, technically, you are a flightless bird, therefore, chicken actually is quite an accurate description.
the Kenku see being called a chicken is like literally straight up like a racial slur.
Would you prefer the term penguin?
Nope, that's also a racial slur.
But it's also a flightless bird.
I don't care. They're flightless because they evolved to be idiots. We're flightless.
Yeah,
because we're
correct.
Stupid. Like in our past, we've had our wings unfairly taken away from us.
This is
They just
true.
evolved to be muppets.
You say it was unfairly.
I believe it was unfairly.
I think it might have been justified.
It may well have been justified, but I have a strong fan. It kind of ruins my entire religion and
Yeah,
also
something
if it's
like
not
that.
if it's justified.
Something like that, you know. Who would have thought, eh? Oh well.
Right, I'm gonna head off. That was really good. Look forward to playing on Wednesday and then